me on my home is Bali. Happy Monday! Woo! I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all doing well. Oh my gosh, yo! Indy, you are first once more. Oh my god. Start a new Minecraft server. Yo! Big interconnected world and creative with lore. All sorts of thieves. Well, that's quite the ordeal. That's quite the ordeal. My God. Actually, it's so true, MJ. You absolutely got. Post is sorry. Not going live. Post. What do you mean? You said Nuvegi. Yeah. Well, we were having some technical difficulties. We were having some technical difficulties getting Nuvegi to work, and so we went with Old Reliable. Oh my God. Crazy how that kind of thing works. Yo, out though. Oh my gosh, Gred, what up? Oh my God, nap stream, bro, it is a nap stream. One that who could have guessed it could have happened? Oh my God, yo, Gillian, got a finally orange. Life is beautiful. Good, I'm glad. I got voiced, which is legally distinct for the. That's what you sound like. That's what you sound like. I disagree. I don't think they are legally distinct. That's my ruling. That's my ruling in this legal case. MJV the people. I thought you loved technicalities. No, I hate them famously. Famously, I'm very opposed to technicalities. Me personally, I wouldn't engage in that kind of a style of discourse, you know. Fuckers!
This darn baby must be due any day now.
Yo!
Anyway, congratulations on maintaining my viewer retention for this long, less than 3.
Yo, Roma, thank you so much for 9 months, King. Oh my God, the Twitch baby. Oh, I'm glad I have remained. I'm glad I've remained engaging enough for you to see it through. My God, been here for 9 months. Yes, I know this is a bit. No, it's been 9 months, King. Are you feeling a little bit? Are you feeling a little bit like Tyler today? Are you feeling a little bit under the weather? Have you lost track of time? Consistent, MJ. I'll give you that. No. Oh my God. But anyway, chatters, I hope you all have been doing well. I hope life's been treating well. I hope you had a good weekend, and I hope you're ready for some more Minecraft. Where today, boy howdy, do I have quite a little bit of a secret Friday update for you. Which is true, actually. I do have an update on Friday. That's just the truth. That's just like factual. That's not just like, oh, what a fun little transition. It's Monday. Yes, that is why I'm giving you an update for Friday in advance. See how that works? You see how that works? I'd be giving you an update for a Friday stream in advance of it happening, and not at the Friday stream. You see, do you connect how that works? Oh my God. My good gracious. Anyway, my update for Friday's stream is that well, chatters, are you sitting down? Are you sitting down, chatters, are you sitting down? I hope so. This news is never easy, but your boy's gotta be got away for a little while. He's gonna be going away for a little while to the big house, to prison. No, not to prison, but I'm gonna be I'm gonna be away for a hot little bit and be incapable of streaming because I'm going to the Olympics. No, I'm not going to the Olympics. I'm not going to the Olympics. I've got a thing. I'm not gonna get too much into it. I'll be hopefully still able to be around in the Discord, but for this, for probably the next like week and a half, I'm gonna be gone. Starting this Friday. I thought it was something important about like New Vegas. Yup, system corrupt, file corrupted, never returning to the save. We gonna have it, yeah. It's I'm gonna be gone. I'm gonna be AFK, away from keyboard. Sweet freedom. Oh my god. So it'll likely be that it'll be that Friday and Monday, and maybe that Friday as well. So potentially 3 streams. Tragic, I know. What will you do? What possibly could happen on those days for you to fill in time and space, you know? Not weak into this hater energy. Listen, some some things have come up. I'm gonna be gone. I'm gonna be away from any possibility of streaming. You could give me your stream key and I could cover for you. Yeah, I could. You know, that is something I could do. But you know, I'm just such a big fan of the idea of you know, absence making the heart grow fonder, you know? So I'm sure my absence will only serve me well. Who knows? You know, maybe it'll be for the best. Oh my god. But yeah, I found that out this weekend, and so I've been trying to figure out what I'm gonna do for streams, and I kind of just came to the realization that there was no possibility where I would still be able to do my stream schedule as per normal. So it's rough, but I'm sure you'll live. Oh my god. Just play old voice clips. Yeah, we'll just play VODs. I'll put up VODs. I mean, technically you can I could just restream a VOD. It just seems crazy to do so. That just seems bonkers. God forbid the guy goes out of town. Yeah, I know. Truly, my humblest apologies. I took all of your advice. You said go get a life, and alas, I did for a little bit, and I apologize for that. Oh man, I'm gonna go live on Friday at 4:30 and just do something boring. How dare you steal my bit? What is Nap is going on? Is Nap abandoning us? Yes, forever and always. Gone for eternity, never to return. It's, you know, it's just the fact of the matter. I'm sorry to say it, Tyler. Truly. I'm going to soccer sleepaway camp for 4 days. Hey, yo. I'm so excited. We're gonna be the best friend with me, and we're gonna get in the same dorm and sleep in. Yo. Dude, wait, that's awesome. The dorms don't have air conditioning though. Less awesome. less awesome. That oh god, I hope it is not too hot. Oh my god. Won't make my heart go fonder. I will silently stew in my rage of being abandoned. My abandonment issues will grow tenfold. By the time you return, I will be a villain, committed evil to cover my pain and push away to people to protect. Oh my god. Well, so long as that manifests in like a creative outlet of artistic intent, you know, I'm sure that's a healthy thing, you know. I'm sure that's for the best. Nap is beholden to his internet pantheon. It's true. I am. This is a danger to do. Truly, the pantheon within my little box, within my little computer box, may just end up throwing a lightning bolt my way. So who's to say? I actually did miss the beginning. How long will Nap be away for? A week and a half. I mean, listen, it's 3 streams. Just think of it as 3 streams. I'll still be around the Discord, probably, most likely. I'll still be kicking around, you know. I'm just not gonna be, you know, not that I am terminally online. That'd be crazy. What? Me? Terminally online? No, that doesn't sound like me. No, that's crazy. That doesn't sound like me at all. But yeah, I'm gonna go touch some grass. I'm gonna go outside? It's gonna be crazy. I'll never make it this time. This is the end. I'm begging you to play Ultra Kill. What is Ultra Kill? I'm still unfamiliar. Oh my god. Honestly, I'll be absolutely fine. Wow. Wow, I can't believe it. After 9 months. You don't even care. I thought this meant something to you. Oh my god. Nap, if I go live 4:30 to 8:30 on Friday, can I use your @everyone announcement power? Oh my god. Make your own Discord. Hey, Gabagoo! Oh my god. We can watch Oliver instead. Yeah, what do you mean, good joke? What do you mean? Oh my god. If Oliver actually went live, I would encourage it. That man just doesn't go live. Same with one Mr. Sam, but then again, you know, I don't think that man's been live in 2 years. Or maybe it's been less than that. No, I think it'd be about a year and a half now. Yeah, thank you. Too kind, truly. Nap, you're stealing my joke. No such thing in this world, King. I'm not stealing your joke. I'm using our joke. That's... Wait, who's Sam and Oliver? I'm so old. I've done this too long. I must return. The birds, they're leaving. I'm so old now. Sam, also known as Salmon Up, also known as Ascend Sam, was a content creator that I collaborated with a good bit from like 2021 to the end of 2022. We made some videos together. I went on his podcast, which was a weird experience. Not because it was a weird podcast, it was just weird to be asked to do a podcast. That was odd. I was like, you want me to be a guest? Why? I'm me. I was like, what is me? What do you want from me to do? But and then because he had that, and he had a number of SMPs that he had me join, and he still makes the occasional YouTube tutorial video and some collection of cinematics of Overwatch, I think, and stuff like that. And he plays a lot of Apex still. I see that all the time because I have him added on Steam, so I see him play a lot of Apex. But yeah, anyway, so that was Sam. He no longer really makes content. And then Oliver, I met through Sam, and is another content creator of sorts, though he also does not make as much content as he used to. But he still does the occasional stream. For real though, this worked kind of well because I've been playing it on Screen Time Cleanse anyway. But I was waiting for Nap Week to be over. Well, what do you know? We're all going on a Screen Time Cleanse. We're all going on a cleanse. It'll be fantastic. I have to. Because so basically, long story short, I'm gonna be doing a bunch of like. You know what? I'll talk about it after I get back. It'll be story time mode. That'll be what it is. I'm not gonna spoil what it is because some of it might not come to fruition. But anyway, let's just all take a challenge, chat. let's all go on a cleanse. Except hopefully I will have something prepared for this Friday. Hopefully, hope to God. I've been working on it for so freaking long. Hopefully there'll be a video this Friday. That's the hope. Oh god, I'm so hopeful to finish it this week. By god, because if I don't, it'll be like 2 weeks later, and I am so sad that it already has taken so long. It was meant to be a short project. Oh, and it's taken forever. I don't think I've ever had so much writer's block in my life. Oh my god. Wait a minute. Nap has been at this for a week, so I blocked him on Twitter. Good, do it. He reprints his how to get to the Netherroom video every time an MC release. I mean, well, yeah, I think he probably adds a little. He changes up slightly the videos for like Matica and stuff like that. You know, he changes it if anything's changed, but if nothing's changed, you know. Oh, the Northern Gate. What a lovely place this is. My God. What a cool gate we made forever ago. We built this thing like 2 years ago. Perfect. Needed a bunch of cavalry. This was all in the plan. It's all coming to fruition now, baby. Literally, man, regularly attended 4-hour streams has made my weekly screen time start genuinely depressing to look at. I gotta exit in the context for a bit. Nah, I get that, dude. I get that. Hey, man, I don't. Anything it is for me. I'm staring at the screen streaming for the 4 hours. No offense to you, obviously. No, I don't take offense to that, Jake. 4-hour blocks, long period of time. I still remember, speaking of Sam, I still remember how many people when I started streaming told me it was way too long. I personally like it. Like, less than 4 hours to me doesn't feel like a stream. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, oh, well, now it feels like I didn't really get through the swing of it. But it's crazy to me how many streamers there are and were who are like, nope, 1 hour. And I'm like, an hour? Brother, that's barely enough time to get started. Like, if that were the case, we'd nearly be like halfway done. That'd be crazy. But alas, there are a lot of people who are of the opinion that's like, oh yeah, streams can only be like an hour to 2 hours. It's very odd to me, but it does make sense in terms of like trying to keep stream time up. Though that was more of a thing during the golden age of Twitch, where a bunch of streamer communities formed, where people would do like an hour to 2 hours of themselves and then like raid into the next streamer. That was big for Hermitcraft creators and like the DSMP creators and Captain Sparkle's crew and a few others that all kind of did that. It was like a crazy chain that could truly, I mean, my God, somebody should write a book on engagement for that, for that period. The skill crafted for maintaining viewer retention. Wow. an astounding feat. The land from the Northerners. What's wrong with the Northerners? I like Northerners. I don't even know what accent that was, but I like Northerners. Oh my God. I love looking at Nap's chest because it makes me realize I'm just as bad as organizing. What do you mean? What do you mean? I have a whole thing of chests for organizing. That wasn't an organized chest. Oh my God. You could try yapping less and focus on working. Andrew was mean to me. Oh my God. You rang, huh? Oh my God. Don't die. Me? It's physically impossible for me to die. I'm immortal. Can I do a reaction stream of the videos and steal your content? Something death of creativity. What do you mean? What do you mean? No, reaction content is the peak of content. I will maintain reaction content itself is not necessarily like an evil upon society. I think there's a way to do it well. Just 9 times out of 10, nobody is doing it well. 9 times out of 10, it's people just staring at a screen going, huh, wow, huh, cool. Oh my God. Because the chests are organized by color block. Oh my God. Make him cry for real so he stays away longer. Oh my God. But yeah, see, I got organized chests. What do you mean, King? What do you mean? These are all so organized. Why? What part of this feels unorganized to you, huh? I got I got my gravel and my tuff. I got my stone. I got my dirt. I got my different types of cobbled deep slate. I got my dark oak and spruce. I got my calcite and diorite. And other such up there as well. You know? Or maybe not so. Maybe I'm happy I have to leave. Maybe I hate you. Maybe every time I enter your stream, the only reason being is because I'm a paid actor. Maybe Nat pays people to watch his stream for clout. Or I'm sad and I have to leave. No one will ever know. If I paid people to watch my stream for clout, the saddest part is there's not that many. Like, the saddest part is, like, I could pay for bots if that was what I need. Oh my god. Oh, I just remembered somebody I used to know. Oh, I just remember a streamer I used to know who wanted me to buy bots off him. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's been a while since I thought about that guy. Oh, man. I'm a paid actor. Then you're doing a horrible job. You never... You haven't learned your lines once, King, if that's the case. Oh my god. Is it a streamer I could reasonably name? Maybe. Yes, technically, probably. It's me who knows everything. Oh my god. I should rephrase that. I am not a paid actor. I am a paid hater. That's true. I am, in fact, what's it called? A matchstick? No. What's the thing Markiplier is? What's the pain people? Yeah, I just wish I'm out here like, give me a bunch of haters. I need, oh man. Oh, no! Oh my god. Masochist, that's what it is, masochist. Not a matchstick, oh my god. I'm an unpaid hater. I do it for the thrill of the sport, just for the love of the game. For the love of the game, Ruba out here. You know, Nap, you are not beating the allegations? Which allegations? What allegations? What do you mean? Of being Markiplier? I don't think anybody ever accused me of that. I'm gonna be quite frank. I'm heading to the wheat fields to go get some cows because I need some beef. I don't think anybody's ever confused the two of us. I know my voice is equally as deep as his, consistently speaking. But jeez. What's your opinion on Bill? Oh. I mean, you know, it's I wouldn't know. That'd be great. That'd be great. I don't know anything about milk. You know, that'd be crazy. Is that iced coffee or cookie or whatever it was? Huh? Oh no, it's not iced coffee. No, he's lovely. He's a delight. That man's lovely. I mean, don't get me wrong, he was definitely more like good, like well-minded at this kind of thing than I am. Like, I've never been great with analytics. That's not something that I really understand very well. So he's like more analytical than I am as a quote unquote, I will say, creator. But you know, it's like, that's such a weird word to say. I'm sorry, it feels gross. But anyway, but no, it wasn't him. He's lovely. He's a delight. Anytime I get to talk to him, it's fun. He does some sick cosplay, actually. Like separate from his content creation. He's really good at cosplay. His voice ain't even that deep.
I hope whatever you're doing goes well, but I genuinely love your streams so much I am going to miss you. Your streams do genuinely make my week.
I'm an awful person. How dare you?
I don't get to watch them.
I'm gonna make you regret
this because of it.
No.
You are, simply put, based.
Oh man. Okay, I'll accept that last bit. I am pretty based. It's true. It's true. I'll accept based. Grant, you rapscallion, you Bean? Oh my god. Where'd the throaty timber? Oh my god, I think it was Oliver. Yeah, Oliver, famed cutthroat content creator Oliver. I don't think so, but he's someone you talk about less than Stan and Oliver. You said I would only technically be able to name them. He's a good guy. Yeah, no, he's a great guy. You're right. Yeah, I can see how you arrived at his name from that description, but no, he's great. So what? Oh, what? I think that broke, actually. That's not correct at all. 1 second. That should say 136. That should, oh, it had rolled over a time. My bad. I had set its countdown to the end of, nap week. It rolled over. My bad. 1 second. It should be at like 136. Tomb Raider. Because I think that's what people said they wanted. Oh 07. How many days are in July? 30? 2024. Start. Tomb Raider! You don't have a leg in this race. You've abandoned me? What do you mean I've abandoned you? What do you mean? Half-Life is also listed. Listen. Both are listed. I flipped a coin as to which would be up next. And Tomb Raider 1. What tea should I have? Chamomile, and then go honk shoe. It could be 8 a.m. where you are. Go honk shoe immediately after. Just slam up chamomile tea and just, you know, it's for the best. It's what was intended, you know. A lovely chamomile tea. Chamomile. When's the world building stream? The date that I had set, I am no longer available, so I'm kind of gonna think about all that probably when I get back. I'm gonna probably think about all that once I return. Important, considerations. I only got 4 hours of sleep. Then slam a chamomile and go to Betty Pie time. What do you mean? No one knows more pain than I do. No one thinks what I think. We can't hear audio. That was strange. I wonder what happened there. That's new, right? That wasn't like all stream, right? As an option to give me 24 hours to do something about it. No, listen. It will likely roll over into next month, okay? You are a villain. I will have it roll over into next month. We are streaming this Friday, so I will have it roll over. Don't worry. Yo, sounds back. Let's go. We're back, having auditory capabilities. I'm still going to shout out of anger. Anger at what? What's got you? Hey, champ, what's got you so mad, man? Hey, slugger, what's going on? turn a chair around, sit in it, Captain America style. What's going on? Right now I'm at it, being called Slugger. Get out of here. All right, sport. I'll see you around. Later, scamp. Skeleton. Bop. Bop. What did you get? Oh, just bones. Okay. Did you say yo? Because I like how you say what when I go yo. Which way? Like that way? Like the yo or yo? Because either happened. I don't recall which I've recently done. Mainly because things leave my mouth and then I forget everything ever happened. You know what I mean? Like the words, they come out, boom. I couldn't tell you what I've said today on stream once. Outside of, I guess, saying that I'm not gonna be streaming on the Friday. But other than that, I don't really recall much of anything. I have a very bad short-term memory at times. I don't know why, because I have a fantastic like long-term, but my short-term, like not always, but sometimes it'll be like, you know, I'll forget what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Where you're like mid-conversation and then whomp, you just forget all the words. It's crazy. All right, so I need smoosh stone from up there. And then I'll need some stone brick and such for up here. I probably want to just take that dirt down though. I think that's for the best. Crazy, couldn't imagine what that's been related to, huh? What? Yo, I still don't speak Russian. I'm begging you. Spoon found in kitchen. What? Were you looking for a spoon? We've been watching you for longer than a minute. Go longer than a minute? Well, yeah, I'd hope so. I've been longer than a minute. Hi! Ow. Water reportedly wet. What? What are you talking about? What are you... Why am I so confused right now? What is going on? What's going on? Yeah, we'll just cut down this whole hill. It just doesn't need to live, you know. It's late on its rent and I'm the landlord in this situation, so I'm gonna play the villainous role of getting rid of it, you know? Cause I love being a parasite to society. Can we all agree that I have the best short-term memory? Tyler, I don't think you have a short-term memory. I think you are lacking in that capacity, King. Says hello and Minecraft. I didn't know. I don't read Cyrillic, so I couldn't have told you that. Don't worry about it, sport. We're all talking about you behind your back. Well, that's rude. Hey. Hey, wait a minute. Don't do that. That's mean. Now, can you make a stream poll? Should Tyler see a neurologist? Yes or no? Yes. That's the poll. The answer, yes. Does Nav have ADHD? No, I don't. I've been to a doctor. We've been over this. I have seen a doctor, and they went, no. You know? I got the same answer as Patrick Stewart. You know? Not. So it's all good. It's all good. Bop, 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 bop. I mean, about different questions, I'll give you that, but we got the same end result, you know? Yo, finally made it to a nap stream. Welcome, Bloody Midnight. I hope you're having a bloody good day. I hope you're doing well, King. I hope life's been treating you well. And build that back a little bit. The doctor was wrong? What do you know? The doctor's name was Friday and the horse was his mother? What? What does that even mean? What does that even mean? What are you talking about? You guys are so mean to this doctor. What did he ever do to you, huh? What did he ever do to you? All he did was tell me no. Is that so bad? Who was written as ADHD's dyslexic representation, and the doctor told him he was play acting, and he's just ran with it ever since. Well, what do you mean? That was the diagnosis. Dude's got like a degree on the wall. I went like, all right, okay, he's probably right. I was just being but a silly child, and he was like, oh well, you should probably knock that off, and I was like, all right, you got it, boss. Remember, chat, to take your meds unless you are me. Tyler, that applies to you as well. What do you mean? What in the world did I walk into? You walked into a Twitch chat who has consistently decided that a doctor's diagnosis of me was incorrect because they believe I have ADHD, but I'm telling you I don't. Oh my god. Nap, do you think you're still play acting? No, I am just but a whimsical individual. And my whimsy boils up in stream time, and so it comes across as something that you think it is that it's not. I'm just but a bit scatterbrained by times, that's all. I need to go back to the oh wait, did I leave some here? No, I need to. Oh, I did leave this here though. Let's go. ADHD diagnosis weren't as accurate back in the day as they are now. When do you think this happened? 1802? Do you think I went and saw Sawbones? You think I was like, oh yes, yeah, excuse me, a doctor who is just the doctor of this town because he can read a book? What? Do you mind having a look at my cranium? And then he brought out his forceps or whatever, and he put them around my head, and he was like, you have the head of a criminal. Like, I went and saw one of the classic Italian Sawbones. Your whimsy and scatterbrains are ADHD. No, they're whimsy and scatterbrainedness. Nap doesn't have ADHD. He's just being silly and goofy. Exact. Pickled gets it. Pickled gets it. I'm just a silly guy. I'm unsure if I should be surprised or shocked by this anymore. Wait, by which part? By which part? I don't know what. By which part are you shocked by? Oh my god. Bro, why do you think so many people our age are getting diagnosed as adults? Because they finally got the time to go get diagnosed? I don't know. They finally got a chance to go check in with a doctor. They were like, oh, it's been 80 long years, but now I can finally see the doctor. Yippee! That's certainly a possibility. I've been diagnosed as that sounds like a you problem. I just looked over. I thought MJ, when I saw what was highlighted in that message, so that message from MJ got held by Autobot, and I only like the way that it highlighted it. made it so that when I glanced over, I thought MJ was just going full, like, off the deep end of just like, no, Nap, you are, Nap, you are ADHD, and you know what else? You're gay. And I was like, what? This is getting out of hand. What do you mean? I thought MJ was just going full accusation mode. I was like, what? What do you mean, dude? Oh my god. Oh, that was awesome. That oh. I said this is all fake. Nap, you and your gay friend need to go to Taco Bell at 11 p.m. Sit in the parking lot. And that's the best way to get diagnosed with anything from experience. In what way is that a diagnosis? Oh my god. I need to know German work for what? What? Oui. How can I help you? Oh, also, if you guys watched any of the Olympics, it's been really cool so far. I've really enjoyed it. Really cool opening ceremony. 11 out of 10. I'm big fan. I say that it's mostly I just really like I just really like some of the stunts they did. I was like, oh, that's cool. Bro, we are the literal 94%. That doesn't give you like that doesn't give you authority for LGBT is not a diagnosis. That doesn't just because you're 94% doesn't mean you can walk over to me. The denial may be a river in Egypt, but I am nobody's husband and I'm not gay. Oh my god. Tune in for the opening ceremony and whatever. Simone is on TV. Fair enough. I was watching, but I don't know. The diving's always really cool, and the fencing was really cool. It had a great upset in it. I'm blanking on their name, but Spain's competitor, who's won like the last 4 gold medals for fencing, got out. It was crazy. I don't think I don't like. I should have made a bet. But Nap, they mocked the Greek god Dionysus. How could they know? No, how could they mock Dionysus? Oh my god. This whole Twitch chat is bamboozling. Yes, it is. That pig was looking at me. Did you see that? That pig was giving me a... That pig was mean mugging. My god. That pig was just staring me down, dude. But yeah, this Twitch chat you will find is perpetually in a state of bamboozlement. Dang it. Gotta go a long way around. The pig knows what you are? What does that mean? Oh my god. Nap, read my last very helpful message. Thanks, we tried. That is very helpful. You're so right. That is a very helpful message. Thanks, we try. I'm so glad we went back for that. I've seen nothing except Tom Daly today. It's his 5th Olympics since his first game when he was 13. Yeah, he got silver, didn't he? That dude's been like an Olympian for like ever. I feel like I remember hearing about him eons ago. And I was like, is he still there? And I remember I was like, how old is he now? Because like I've heard about him for so long at the Olympics. And then I looked it up and I was like, oh, he's like just turned 30. Oh, this guy's still got way longer to be an Olympian. Dang, dude. I need people to get off their high horses and finally admit that Simone Biles is the most impressive athlete within the category that we likely see in our lifetime. Who's on the high horse about Simone Biles? Who's anti-Simone? Imagine seeing goofy, silly, fake Napoleon on the Olympics. I would say that would be insane. Actually, fun fact, I nearly, can I say that? Yeah, can. I'm not going, but so my friend and I, we've been in the band for a couple years or whatever. But anyway, so I have other things going on. But he just got taken. He was gigging at a locale, and he'd met an artist who I guess will remain nameless for now. But anyway, he got brung along. He like on Thursday they were like, "Hey man, you wanna what are you doing like next week?" And he was like, gigging, because he's trying to be more of a career musician. And they're like, "Oh, all right, you want to come to the Olympics with us?" And he's gone to Paris, dude. He's gonna go play at the Olympics. That's great, man. I'm so happy for him. So pleased. I'm chuffed to bits. Well, it's such a cool chance for him, man. He's getting to go and meet like a bunch of cool musicians that he's looked up to for a long time. It's awesome, dude. Oh, I like my friends. I like my friends. I like that they have cool things happen to them. Yes, yes. Naps in a band. Are you surprised? Look at him. Oh my god. Is it cool enough for a band? People in bands are not cool. Hey! What do you mean? Oh my god. I like my band. I think my band's cool. Bop, bop, bop. But no, I've been in a few different bands at different times. I've been in a couple different bands. We've talked about this, guy. This isn't news. So everyone tune into the Olympics for the next week and a half to make sure Nap ain't lying about the whereabouts. Oh my god. Can you imagine? And next up to the stage, Napoleon. Oh, Paris would go crazy for that. God, why wasn't I invited to the Olympics as a streamer commentator? Ah! I mean, sure, I've never commentated sports in my life, but ah! They should have had me. I could have done that. I could have been there. I could have gone. And next up on the diving board is Tom Daly. He's back to dive into a pool again, baby. Look at him go. Bounce, bounce, jump, It's new to me. I mean, it's new to this version of you. It is new to the context you find yourself in. It is not new to you entirely, King. You have heard this information before. But within the context, sure. If you were a commentator, I would watch any sport. I would be a horrible commentator. What? Oh my god, look at that guy. Look at him go. I missed your message. Where? I hate Olympics. I lost 20 euros in a bet on 2020 Olympics, or more like 2021 Olympics. I mean, that just sounds like you're bad at gambling. That doesn't sound like it's the Olympics' fault. I mean, that just sounds like you don't know how to pick them, That's rough, King. That's rough. An unenviable position to be in. I'll give you that. He didn't read my big update paragraph. I didn't. I'm scrolling back. Where? What do you mean? There is no paragraph that he was here. Lies and deceit. Nap said, "Get good." Yeah, basically, 100% of gamblers stop before their big wins. Tyler, don't say that. It was a while ago, bro. Don't stress. Well, now I am stressed. Now I feel bad. Now I feel bad that I missed it. Oh my god. I'm surprised nobody. Actually, I'm not. They would probably absolutely get bopped by a banhammer. But I was gonna say, I'm surprised. Speaking of reaction content, I'm surprised none of the classic React Andes of Twitch have been like reacting to the Olympics. I feel like they did do some of that in 2021, but maybe it was less strict about it because it was a weird Olympics. Because 2021 was the 2020 Olympics. That's gonna be such a stupid trivia question in 50 years. You know that is when were these Olympics held? and it's gonna be like, oh no, the 2020 Olympics were actually in 2021. I just asked if you could restream them. Oh, did you? For the Olympics? No, you'll get got. No, they're despite being something that's meant to be all about national pride for different nations, they're tightly controlled in terms of who's allowed to see them, which is why, much like the Oscars, their viewership goes down annually. And that's just because it's like, yeah, nobody's paying per pay-per-view for the Olympics. Nobody, like, put it, stream it somewhere, put it on YouTube, man. Just put live coverage on YouTube. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're fumbling it. You soiling it. Soiling it. Soiled it. Soiled it. I'm gonna go skedaddle now, possibly, make some fit. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, wait. Wait, that's sick. Oh my god. Well, in that case, best of luck, King. Have fun. Enjoy. The trick that I don't even know if, oh my god. Wait, Goofy still in a fake Napoleon. I will get your head chopped off. That's in a video game, King. In a video game, right, King? It's in a video game. Since I've been here, I got 2 consecutive car crashes. Oh my god. One day after the other, my car was totaled. I somehow got into a gala planning committee at work, and I got D&D podcast dropping in a week. And I went on a HT sting operation. Dude, that's crazy. Sweet Jesus, I hope you're okay, dude. Good googly moogledy. Hope no one was hurt. Hope everybody made it out safe and sound, you know? I also have a big, I lost something once. Oh my god. Man, I love SpongeBob. What a great show. What a peak show, man. Truly one of the greats. One of the greatest of series to ever exist. It's Betty by time. Wait, no, I don't have a bed with me. How am I gonna honk shoe? Yo! How do? Long time no see, King. I hope you've been well. I'm working on a canal. I'm working on a canal moat thing. Who do you dare to call me a peasant, King? I am not a king. I am an emperor, far superior to a king. Mr. Sully gave Napoleon. Peasant. Peasant. I'm sorry, King. There's only one emperor in this town, and that's your boy. Yeah, boy. Yo, thank you. That is also very cool. Yo, I like it. I think it's cool. I think because it makes the because there's a natural river behind it. It makes this an island, and I like that. Got a big natural river behind it. No. Excuse me. You heard me. You heard me. Pick a number. 2. My number, yeah, number 2. I pick a number 2. The greatest of numbers. The most superior of numbers. Hey, yo! Thank you so much for the 2 gifted, King! That's so kind! Oh my god, pick a number! Oh my god. You're a fiend, King! You're a fiend! But thank you so much, dude! That's so nice of you! My favorite number is 51. No! No! Back it up. Back it up. 51's a great number. Jesus Christ, guys. Relax. Relax. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, whoa. I'm gonna let him just burn for a little bit. Idiot. Stinky. Mine's the Google because I think it's a funny name. It is a good number. That is a good number. So far, my Friday stream plans include rebuilding the hardcore world from scratch, reacting to your new video, making a sound, and restreaming the Olympics. I mean, you know, if a new nap video drops, I think you know, React Andy, you know, maybe, but only if people go watch it also. Guys, please, the viewership. Guys, please. Yo, thank you very much. Another 2 gifted, dude. You didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. Oh my god, multiples of 5, barf. What's wrong with multiples of 5? Gotta feed my cat. Oh, what kind of cat? Wait a minute. All the other multiples of 5 are good in my books. I just despise 55. Why? What did 55 do to you, man? It's just vibing. It's just a number. It's just hanging out, you know? It didn't do nothing. It didn't do nothing to nobody. No, you know what we should do is probably it. Hey, yo! Ruba! Thank you so much for 5 gifted, dude! Brother! You didn't need to say what? None of you need to be gifting subs right now. We just had a nap week. Good God! Sweet Kris Kringle, man. I really want Tomb Raider nap. Ruba's like, listen, Nap. Also I didn't get a chance to respond to you, but you are very cool and brave for holding back the Elden Ring memes, King. I myself don't think I would have the strength. You'd mention you would mention that you have a bunch ready to go and you're just patiently waiting, and I don't think I personally don't know if I would have the strength to hold back. I'd be like, listen, I know you haven't seen any of this yet, but oh my god, but I want to show you. Can you make Half-Life 151 subs? No. I'll tell you what. I'll not make Half-Life a sub goal. Yeah. I'll make it something different. If the new video. All right, MJ. If the new video does as well as Fantastic Mr. Fox, then sure, you got yourself a Half-Life stream, King. So you best be praying. Best be praying for engagement and watch time. I will watch the new video 300,000 times. MJ's gonna walk into like a local Walmart and just start opening it on random tablets. Oh my god. Gotta start getting them all going. Oh man. It's crazy because in fact that one is the outlier. Like the other videos are still, for the size of channel, doing like decent. They're doing anywhere from like 1,000 to 3,000 views kind of thing. But that one and the Brother Bear one both went crazy, having like 40,000 and near a million. Do you guys know I have over 1 million channel views now? That's insane. I got a notification. Also, we passed 9,000 subs. Dude, it's crazy. And it's all on the back of Mr. Fox. Oh my god. But no, yeah, those two videos both like popped off insanely. Which is ironic, because I actually think I like the Lilo and Stitch video more than I like the Brother Bear video. Much that I don't think I've ever put out a video I disliked, but man. If the video magically gets to pop off, I'm holding you to it. Oh yeah, no, feel free, dude. If it magically pops off, absolutely. Hey, King, tell your friends to watch it, King. Tell your friends to go to their homes and separate IP addresses and watch it from there, so that so that engagement goes up and like and add a comment. Yes. Drive up engagement so YouTube algorithm goes, yes. You know what? We should. Oh, I feel cold. That's weird. I got a sudden little chill. Where am I? Oh, I'm going for the stonecutter. I just took a really. Oh no, I was going for the stonecutter and to go get stone. That's what I was going to do. And the most important thing gained from that video, me. I mean, like, you're kind of not wrong. I don't think you want to say like how much, like yeah. I don't think you understand like how much I enjoy talking to all of you. Like, yes. Oh my god. Alright, I got something. Let's go, yo. Oh man. You know what? I'm thinking of a couple. I feel like I want to get some more new emotes. I don't know if I'm gonna go with like classic Twitch style emotes or not, is kind of the thing right now. Where it's like I could do like some classics, like one would be inspired in part by Gred and Menacing's art of like the idea of like a little sleeping nap. But I just don't know how much use it would get. You know what I mean? We aren't an incredibly emote heavy channel. I'm never beating the favoritism allegations. Well, you know. No, I hold no favoritism. When I saw the Fantastic Mr. Fox get shared to another server, I asked them what they thought of the video. I'm like a proud papa. Yo, dude, the amount of like, I think some of the craziest things that I've seen is like that getting recommended on like fresh YouTube page. Like I've opened a YouTube at like a library before and saw like that thumbnail in like a sidebar. I was like, what? But then also just like the sheer like impact I get, that feels lofty to give it, but like impact in a way that like some of the comments in that, like, it's genuinely the nicest you know, like people say YouTube comment sections are like a cesspool. I don't think a single comment had to get auto held on that video, really. And it's all just been like really heartfelt like stories from people's lives. It's like an insanely Jesus Christ, Booba, thank you so much for another 5 gifted. Oh my god. Good god, man. No, I'm never beating the favoritism allegations. Ruba said, I'm going away for this cleanse, and when I get back, there's gonna be some tombs to be raided. Oh my god, Dev shouldn't have done that before we bought Ruben. No, you should. Oh my god, nobody should ever gift subs if they can, or it's not like a good idea. Oh my god, thank you so much. That's very, very, very appreciated. Oh my friggin' you so and so's, you such and suches. Twitch, stop ruining my emoticons. What is it? Emoticon? Not an emoticon, an emoticon. It emits an aura. It's... Oh my god. Good lord, dude. Thank you so much for 10 gifted. And Tyler, additionally, thank you so much for 4 gifted as well. I'm just overly anxious about money. Well, Steve, even still, I'm glad to hear that. That part is really good. It really does to anybody. It really does. It's not good to hear from people like, I'm gifting you my last dollar. Don't ever do that. Ever. I will always, I'm still gonna be streaming, man. I'm still gonna be around. We'll get to things. It is just very, very kind when people do, but never feel obligated. Nobody should ever feel obligated to sub. I stream because I like it. It is fun for me. I enjoy it. 4 is greater than 10. Oh my god. Also, Greg sent a message. I missed Greg's message. I would use it at the start of every stream. True, so it would get a lot of you. But in fact, also, which one of you freaks is going into other channels with my emotes is the real question. Because I get updates on emote usage that are like used in other channels, and the Kermit and the Kermit emote and the and my cat Jasper and then Showbiz all get used in other chats a lot, and I'm like more than they're used in my own, and I'm like who's going around? How many strangers on the internet have seen my cat? That's the real question now. Oh, you know, actually, wait a minute. I normally don't do this, but this is important. This is vital. This is vital. 1 second. This is deeply, deeply important to be shared. Nobody move. Nobody move. I think that's it. It should have. Yeah. If anybody wants to go see an amazing picture of my cat, go look at the Discord. That was a random cat. No, that is my cat. I just deep fried the image. Jasmine, I thought it was a random. No, it is my cat. What do you mean? It's the both of you. Wait, Tyler, you're using it and you think it's a random cat? Oh my god. But yeah, largely, I did just want to ensure I would get my own way post break. It was like, listen, I'll be real. I just needed to assure that you come back from this break, and you are diving into some tubes, okay? Oh my god. I thought it was a meme cat. No, it's my cat. Oh my god. That's just my cat. I love that you thought he was a meme though. I love that you like thought he had that much internet clout. Have you seen him elsewhere? Like getting bitten by the alligator? What? What does that mean? Kitten? Yeah, doesn't he look cute? He's all folded in on himself. He always sleeps like that. He always like folds himself in. Oh. But yeah, if you want to see a cute picture of my cat, he's in the Discord now. He's technically in the sub chat because he is a sub exclusive. So you want to see a cute cat? Go look at the sub channel. Go to sub with Twitch Prime. So that's a 3-side game on the docket at once. This can only go well. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We'll do fine. We'll do fine. Technically, MJ, it's 4. Technically, it's 4 games on the side docket. I didn't grab the stone cutter. It's just over there, but it's 4 because, you know, there's also technically Ghost of Tsushima. And or Elden Ring. I think it was an either or situation. I forget what we listed it as. Don't worry about it. We still got, don't worry. We're gonna go back. We're gonna finish Grounded. We're gonna go back and we're gonna finish playing through Grounded, MJ. Don't worry. There's 14 more of you who can now see, thanks to Tyler and I, the gift of sight. Not Grounded. Everyone's favorite game. Everyone loved Grounded. What do you mean? That was everyone's favorite. People loved the Grounded streams. Everybody went, woohoo, yeah! Another nap Grounded stream. Nap, look at sub chat for alligator cat. It's important. Oh my god. Okay, that's a lot more wholesome than I thought. I thought you meant like a genuine alligator. I was very concerned in your taste in memes. In your taste in memes. I thought maybe you had fallen out of a coconut tree. Haha. Is this funny? Am I relatable? Have I dialed in to the youth of today? Yes, yes. Oh man, I hope to God she doesn't lean into the meme. The question when we gift the subs, do they just get given at random across Twitch, or do they have to follow you? Typically, my understanding, because it's Twitch changes it up every so often. Typically, what it does is it's a lottery system that bases it off of one, how recent you have been subbed or gifted a sub. Two, whether or not you've been to the channel recently. And then three is, yeah, typically follow. I believe you can be gifted subs without following. It's just normally you are not in the lottery. Like normally you're at the lowest stage of that lottery to get it, because it's like it's tiers basically, is my understanding. It's like tiers of engagement. Coconuts fall on me, and that's why I'm constantly forgetting the context of which we've been. Oh my god. Guess who won the freaking lottery? Wait, like the real lottery or like the lottery of Twitch subs? Wait, MJ, are you a gajillionaire now? Imagine this is how we find that MJ's just like, I just won the lottery. That'd be crazy. I've actually never played the lottery. I don't understand people who do. Not in like oh, I can't believe you're wasting your life. It's just like, because there's people who like, it's not like they're playing it all the time. It's just like they're like, oh, it's just a little treat for me kind of thing, and that's cool. You know, I'm not gonna begrudge people their little treats. Obviously, it's just I've never been able to like bring myself to buy a lottery ticket even for the fun of it, because I'm like, well, like I just know I won't win. You know what I mean? God, I wish that we all, my mom and grandpa, are obsessed with scratching. That's my point, though. Is that, like, I don't know if it's a generational thing though, because I don't know many people like my age, like 58, obviously 58. I mean, I don't know many people in Gen Z who are like big on lotteries or like playing the lottery. So like, I don't know. It just seems like this odd setup, you know. If I ever won the lottery, I wouldn't tell anyone, but there would be signs. 1,000 gifted subs. Good God. Do not. Don't even joke. That's a gross amount to gift in one go. It just in general, it's an insane amount. Totally Human is an insane man. Over the years, he has gifted over 1,000 subs, almost 1,250. He scares me. He scares me as a person. Max is 100. Yeah, I gift 110 times. You know what I will never understand? No, well, I don't mean this in like a way to dig at other creators or anything like that. Not that they'll ever see this nor care what I think. I've never understood the groups on Twitch of like those really big streamers who like will get 100 gifted and they're like, oh, thanks for the 100 bomb, man. And like that's the only acknowledgement they have it, and it's crazy. Oh man, I don't know, that kind of thing. It wigs me out. I'm like, are you like, what is wrong with you? But then again, I don't stream to 20,000 people, so maybe that's, I don't get it. I don't know. It's weird to me, and I think it's grody, but whatever. But she works with not my best friend's my age. She has scratch a card problem, but she works with a lot of Gen X women, so that could be a factor. That could be, and that's the thing. I guess maybe if you get into the culture of it with other people, and again, I know that there's lots of people who aren't doing it as like, they're not truly gambling addicts. It's just like, oh yeah, this is just like something we do. We just like to get a scratcher, and who knows, maybe. But I'm like, but everybody knows that it's like you're more likely to get hit by lightning 9 times in a row than statistically than win the lottery. So it's insane. I don't know. It's insane. But I guess somebody wins always. So I guess it's just they feel they're like, well, somebody wins, so why not try and maybe it'll be me. 100 subs would be like would be 600. That's an insane thing to just be like, oh, thanks for the 100, man, and then like keep going, brother. What? People become used to that kind of engagement and income. They take it for granted. It's very but yeah, and that's like I can understand it in the way that it's like, oh, I can see it from like in the same way that like I know that at a certain like growth, streamers turn off their like their follows, like follow, like, you know how it appears right here for me anytime anybody follows, but that's just because it's like that's constantly ticking. But like, I don't know, man, it feels insane to me, the idea that you would ever be like you, how is that not still an insane number at any level, you know? I must leave the old Veden saying, bye, Galared. Have a wonderful rest of your week, King. I hope you stay safe. Don't get into any more car accidents. Ah, creeper! Ah. Ah. I don't know. Big streamers are weird in that way. Not all of them are like that. Don't get me wrong. Like there's still like, I mean, the streamers that I tend to watch who are bigger tend to still be like very much engaged and in tune with the idea of that. But like, it just blows my mind. I'm like, man, how can you not be like freaking out? Like, I don't know. People are weird, and I guess you're right. It's probably that they just get accustomed to it, but it still seems odd. It seems peculiar. Can't believe that guy just hit me with an arrow in the back. Who does he think he is, Cupid? Jesus Christ. Nap. Yes, that is me. That is I am Napoleon. That is me. See, I could have totally hosted the Olympic. Why didn't they have it? Listen, Celine was great, but I could Celine was great and all, but why didn't they put me up on the Eiffel Tower? You know? Why wasn't I there? I could have put me in that little white dress. I could have done great. Yeah, I still feel like you can be accustomed to it, but still, exactly. I'm like, it seems crazy. It seems so, I don't know, icky. But it's in the same way that, I mean, mind you, the streamers that I'm thinking about who do that, all move to Kick. So you know, they're not exactly pinnacles of morality to begin with, and are a little scuzzy at the very least. So it's not like they're good people, but it's always been crazy. The more, Elle takes Lead as my heart. Oh, don't get me wrong. She's phenomenal. I'm just saying, you know, I could have rocked that dress too. I'm not saying she did. I'm saying she did great, and I also could have done well. You know, that's all. She would have she could have had me up on that stage with her. We both could have. Well, we could have worn the same thing. That would have been so awkward. One of us would have had to change. She seems so. I'm so glad. Look, I'm not big on the quote unquote celebrity worship, but man, I'm so happy. Like genuinely, like to overcome what she did and perform that way and stuff like that, and to work for it. And she seems so genuinely like emotionally overwhelmed by it all. That like, what a great performance. Did ever want to hear a story? Always. I love stories. Do pray, tell. Let me just up, up, up. Brum, brum. Do I actually need... No, I don't think I need these back caps. Because it's mostly staying the same throughout, so I don't think I need the back caps. She's one of the few celebrities I'll go to bat for because she has been vocal her whole life long about how grateful and privileged she is to have her position. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's like, I'm not big on the cult of celebrity, but there are a handful that I'm like, oh man, I'm glad to see him get a win. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I'm glad to see it. It was like, well, actually, he wasn't really a celebrity at the time, but like Ke Quan when he won his Oscar, it was like, oh, I'm glad to see it. Or even genuine with people like, and I'm not saying he's perfect in any regard, but I'm saying, like, you know, with people like Robert Downey Jr., it was like, I'm glad to see it. Just because it's like, oh, he turned his life around. That's cool. What a cool moment. Or Cillian Murphy and stuff like that, but that's just because I like Cillian Murphy's work. I just think he's cool. I went to get the mail today. Oh, mail call. It was pouring. Oh no, I slipped and almost fell. Streets are partly flooded. Dear God, how much was it raining? But I didn't. So yay! Let's go. Let's go. We win these. Easy clap. Easy elo. Easy life. I'm picturing it just through like the most torrential of rains, by the way. I hope you're aware. This is like in my mind's eye, this is straight up just like a rainforest level of rain. Like just going through it. Cars washing away around you. It was like downpouring in Trailer Park Street, flood pretty quickly. Fair. I still like the, I'm gonna continue to picture it. As just torrential. Oh. Yeah, oh man, I love the rain actually. I used to do this thing, which is so stupid. I remember I got a cold from it once. Cause I used to do this, my mom hated it. I love the rain. So like my favorite weather tends to be like rainy and windy. And then also like when it's nice out but not too nice. You know what I mean? Like I don't love heat. Heat is not my friend. But anyway, and so I used to go out on the roof, the roof of my house building, and I'd what you call it? I just I'd love to like lay out there while it was raining. Oh, it was great, dude. It was great. I would get soaked to the bone. It was so stupid, but I don't know. It was like real peaceful, dude. It was like real chill. And then I would be like frigid by the time I came in. I'd have like blue lips and my mom would be pissed. She'd be like, what were you doing? I was like, I wanted to go out into the rain. Oh, cause I'd just be up there. It'd be like summer. So I'd just be like out there, like a t-shirt and like shorts. And I'd just be like, she'd be like, you weren't even wearing a rain jacket. I was like, no, I wanted to get rain. To not ask Twitch user Tyler Breadlord his opinion on RDA Jam, the recent news. Do not ask Twitch. Oh, do not ask Tyler. Yeah, there's individuals who have opinions on things. Summer rain is heavy. True. Like the rain too, so take on the weather so based. Let's go. I really like it when it's either like really windy or rainy and stuff like that. It's just, I don't know, it's nice. It's enjoyable. I don't know how else to describe it, and I know I've described it to people before, and they've said it's insane. Like, but I really like the smell that you get when it's been raining for a little bit. So it's like cars driving over wet asphalt, and you know it's like that post-spring rain kind of thing, but like it might still be a little drizzly, but like it just smells very, I don't know, like fresh. I really like that. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know what's getting done to the atmosphere around to do it, like, or like that sound of like cars driving on like wet concrete or like wet asphalt. Love it. Great noise, great sound. I I like when it's partly cloudy, so there's a bit of shade when the trees are turning color and falling, and the leaves float in the puddles like that. Oh man. Petrichor, baby. Wait, what is that? What it's called? Wait, what is? Wait. Oh wait. Gargoyle world. Don't want to be paused. Petrichor meaning. A distinctive earthy, usually pleasant odor that is associated with rainfall, especially when following a warm, dry period. Yeah, exactly that. Yes, that, and also like that paired with yeah, specifically like the noise of like cars. You know how you'll hear that like, because it's like four tires going over like puddles. They're like like as they're driving through puddles. I love that stuff, man. And it's, I don't know, like I don't know like why. I just have this like real adoration of it, and I think it's just because I would sit out and like hear the cars drive by a lot. After it rained, it was just great. One of the best sounds. I know, right? Cars on wet asphalt. It's so. If I could bottle that sound, dude, I'd be a billionaire. I swear to God. No, I wouldn't. I would treat my staff ethically. So I couldn't be one. Oh God. Anyway, learned a new word. Say I never do anything for you. Thank you, Ruba. Do. No. Say I never do anything for you. No, I'm not including the don't. I'm saying. Simply put, Ruba said, do it. Say I never do anything for you. Oh my God. Well, I love stuff like that and sound design and all that, but I mean, I think that's been clear since I still love that first video essay I ever posted that was like the Minecraft sound design one. I think that really like was fun to make because I have like this real love for sound design in games and movies and everything like that, like how things are accomplished. I think because I view life in a lot of ways like in its connection to sound. I don't know if that's because I play, like, I don't know if that's like a music thing. Not that I'm some like, oh, yeah, it's because I'm a musician, guys. Just the music, man. But no, I don't know if it's like that, like, because I got into music at an early age that it was like, oh, that led me to like listen to things more, like just average sounds more or not, or what. But yeah, I definitely for lack of a better word, look and experience it. Look at life and experience it through sound most, I think. What's your favorite season? Fall, spring. Ooh. See, I am big on. I like fall. I really like winter. Is kind of the thing. But I guess I don't like. I say that I like Christmas. I like Christmas and I like soft snowfall and I like the crunch of snow when it's snowed and then it's got that like nice little like when you walk. But no, I'm just an absolute like sop for Christmas. I just really like it, everything about it. Not in like I'm not particularly funny enough. I more or less treat it as like I don't want to say like a non-religious holiday because no, like I know it is for a lot of people, but for me, it's like that's not like. Why am I not just brought a bed with me? What is? Good God! I keep getting back here and it becomes nighttime. See, bye, Gwen. Bye. Have a good rest of your evening, dude. Have a great week. Bye. No. But fall, I also am a big fan for. I love watching Over the Garden Wall every fall. Oh, great show. Great show. If you've never seen it, highly recommend it. Very short, 1 season, 8 episodes. Perfect. It's perfection. I love it so much. I remember. Thoughts on bubble tea? Oh my God, boba, brother. I adore. I am a criminal for how much I adore boba. You have no idea. I need to stop. I limit myself. I take alternative routes to where I'm going because I know I will walk into the boba stores that I pass. I go, no, I can't go that way. I need to take a different bus. This one will drop me off by the boba shop. I need to go. Celebrated non-religiously by a lot of people. I know it's, but my point is just like, is like, it's not that because the problem, part of the problem is I actually still really enjoy. I don't know, maybe it's a holdover from when I used to have to go to church all the time. But like, it was like I still really enjoy like the. You know how there's like those 3 types of Christmas music? There's like the crooner 1950s classics that are just like different crooners, usually Bing Crosby, singing classic Christmas songs. Then there's like you know, the more modest, the Mariah Carey, Justin Bieber, mistletoe type thing. Baby zombie, get away from me. Oh wait, there's a creeper. Wait a minute, that scene looked way too familiar. Oh my god, he ate the shot! I missed. He's dead. And then the third option is just like super, like, is technically really religious, but I never think of it. I just like the sound of it. Like Celine Dion has an album actually that's like a bunch of like really religiously worded lyrics to of songs, you know, like Holy Night has yeah, one of the lyrics is like fall on your knees and hear the angels cry or whatever it is, and it's like, or hear the angels voices, and it's like, I don't know, it's something where I'm like, I really like those songs despite the fact that I don't like have like a religious attunement to how I view Christmas. Oh my god, Over the Garden Wall mention, dude, it's so good. Me and my friend, we have an Over the Garden Wall party every year for the last couple of years, and so we all make different things. I think this year I'm gonna do mini pumpkin pies probably, because usually it's on we try to do a long weekend kind of thing, schedule ourselves to be able to go Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and the Friday we'll usually go upstate to like a farm that has like a pumpkin patch and corn maze and stuff like that, and we do a bunch of that stuff, so then we get some pumpkins that we can then make pumpkin pie with, and we gather that stuff up, we do like corn maze, do some like some apples and stuff like that, mostly we just pick up some cider from the farms, and then we come back after that. That night we'll usually do like a movie or something like that, and then the next day, boom, because we all just stay over at one of our places, and then the next day we go through Over the Garden Wall, and it's a fun lazy day that's just like different, we do like different foods we've all made, stuff like that. It's just really fun, you know what I mean? You're literally a clone of one of my friends. Thank you, question mark. Fall is comfortable, there's no snow here, Christmas isn't fun and silly, summer is unbearably hot and bugs, love spring rain, but it's no-go because allergies, fall is cool and windy. That's base. See, I living in none of it, you know, living in none of it, I just get a lot of snow, you know? Yeah. Can we talk about how Mariah Carey has marketed herself so excellently that she has now become more immediately synonymous with Christmas than Jesus Christ in the general zeitgeist? I would argue that's a stretch, but I would argue that is a little bit of a stretch. Not to take away the credit due to Mariah Carey that she is quite synonymous with Christmas. I don't know if I could go so far as to say that she has replaced Jesus Christ with synonymous with Christmasness. But I like the gumption, you know. I like the gumption of it all. I'm basically just got strawberry bubble tea. I don't like the tapioca pearls. Oh, see, I love them.
And boba shop I go to is simplified dumb American style, but I love it. It's my favorite place. A different shop, I bought a pina colada smoothie and it's tasty. Yo, I really like. There's a melon flavored boba that I really like. Melon milk tea. I've never had bubble tea. It's very good. I highly recommend it if you get a chance. You gotta go to the Aruba. You gotta take a day trip to the Brighton Pier and go get some bubble tea. What are you doing? You gotta go to the arcade there and lose all your money and and I don't know the rides that are taped together or something. And Ruma, come on, where's your sense of pride? Oh my god. Opposite side of the country, it's worth it for bubble tea. Listen, all I know is the Brighton Pier, okay? All I know is Brighton. Oh my god. And I guess Yorkshire, but that's about it. Oh, and I guess Edinburgh and Glasgow I know a bit about, but that's, well, no, I know about historical locations in there. Those two, I don't know anything modern. Me and my brother, who I'm currently whooping at a card game. I love... No, that's crazy. I love that you just like needed to put that dig in. You just needed to slam him with that one, right? Like no one. You're like, first of all, I need you to be aware. This guy's getting cooked. This guy, I'm burying him. He's got a foot in the grave, brother, in this card game. Like, that's crazy. Both agree as Mariah Carey's more associated with Christmas. I mean, that's like, you're personally welcome to do so. I'm just saying, to speak to the zeitgeist writ large, you're gonna need some data sets to back it up, because like that, like a lived experience is great, but it also is a bias. It's like, I personally, listen, I'm gonna be so real. I don't dislike it. I don't particularly think Mariah Carey's Christmas song is like a very good Christmas. I don't particularly listen to it. I hear it a lot. Maybe it's because I hear it, and maybe that's because I worked retail and it just got played so much. I have no like it could be, in my defense, it could be like having worked retail during Christmas, but I don't know, man. I'm way more into like a lot of classic Christmas songs. I'm just a sap for the crooner songs and stuff like that. So it's never really been my my favorite. Lobotomy now. Oh man. I also don't particularly think I don't think very well of Mariah Carey, but that's in part just because of how she's treated a lot of people over the years. Doesn't like All I Want for Christmas. I didn't say I disliked it. It's not a dislike. It's that I would say it's middle of the road for me. It's never been one that I've put on, is what I'm saying. It's one that I'm perfectly fine to listen to, but it is on none of my Christmas playlists. I don't own any album that has it. I don't like, it's just not one that I would put on to listen to. It's like, it's one of the few that is that way, you know what I mean? Where it's like, and in fairness, I'm also that way about other things that people love about Christmas. I don't like Elf either. I'm not a big fan of the movie Elf. I personally, it just doesn't work for me. I'm just like, I could take it or leave it. I don't particularly like it. But neither of these do I think are bad. I want to reiterate that. None of this am I saying like, no, it's actually bad, and I'm just a counterculturist, and like, no, they're perfectly fine. It's just, I like other things more, and so I tend to not put that one on. I never watched Elf. I do not like it. Well, I think it's a little crazy to judge something you've never watched, but you know, that's your prerogative. Personally, it seems a little insane. I've never seen this thing and I dislike it. I keep running back when I really don't need to. See, now her as an individual, I take moral issue with how she conducts herself as a celebrity and the sort of high horse on which her persona sits. Musically, I did listen through her entire discography as a personal project this year, complete with notes and ratings per song and album, and I do not play about her music anymore. Oh, don't get me wrong. I feel like as a musician, I think she is like a generational talent. I like, in the same way that I think people who judged her on it was New Year's 2019, I think people who judged her on that I think were unfair. There was a lot of technical problems that went wrong with that, and it's like I feel people treated her very misrepresented her in how that went down for that. But no, yeah, musically speaking, she's a genius. Yeah, that's absolutely true. I don't mean to suggest otherwise. I'm just saying personally, like, it's just what I like in my Christmas music. I don't like a lot of modern Christmas music. The only good modern Christmas song is clearly Mistletoe by Justin Bieber. That's the only one, Rube. I'm sorry. I you know, it's a fact, you know? It's the only one. I will be under the mistletoe with him. He promised. I'm sorry. It's the way that it has to be. No, but my preference is toward in Christmas music tends to be towards like my favorite Christmas song is "Oh Holy Night." Like, it's not like I am just in a weird place with Christmas music I like. Beyond just vocal talents, her ear and talent for composition, and production is prodigious. Absolutely, yeah, beyond the shadow of a doubt. She is a genuine, like, musical genius. That is, I don't believe in question at all. I don't mean for it to sound like I am questioning that. I'm just saying I personally, and again, maybe it was listening to it so much in retail, but I personally don't listen to her song. Oh Holy Night goes unreasonably hard and stuff. Exactly, it's unreasonable. And honest to God, maybe it's just that I'm like an absolute, like, I'm whipped for some high notes. Like, maybe it's, which again is ironic because of how I don't listen to Mariah Carey's song. But maybe it's just that I'm whipped for, like, high notes and stuff like that. And so like that's like I judge an Oh Holy Night rendition on whether or not they reach for whether or not they reach for it in the third chorus. And if they don't, then I go, well, oh, you took it down the octave. Oh. Oh, Holy Night is an absolute banger of a Christmas song. It's gorgeous. Exactly, Ray. But exactly, Ray. When they hit that fall on your knees, and if they're not climbing an octave, it's rough. It's rough. I got to sing it at a winter showcase based for high school. I felt like I got to sing the national anthem. It's such a good song. It really is. But even beyond that, I'm like a fan of a lot of the ones that are, and that's why I said, you know, I'm not like, I personally I don't approach it as a religious holiday, but it's I approach it more culturally. But yeah, a lot of those like songs that are from that, like not Little Drummer Boy, what am I trying to Good King Wenceslas, stuff like that, are songs that I don't know, I have like this affinity for, where I'm like, I like hearing this song. Oh, nice. Cool. And then I also like the crooner ones that are all like Bing Crosby and Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin and stuff like that. Holy Night goes crazy. Watch him appear. Watch him appear. Watch him be summoned. I specifically didn't say the words in case he's listening. I didn't say the words because he might be listening. I just read the message. I did not say the message. Dude would show up like Roadrunner, just like brrr, meep, meep. Oh man, I've not heard it though, but I don't doubt it. Do I not have any more smooth stone? I don't think I do. That is a problem. That is a problem. Let's go cook some. Hey, Nap. Oui. How can I help you? That is me. That is my name. Oh, man. I do think, it's interesting. I really like fall, but I feel like I like fall separate from the Halloween vibe as well, now that I think about it. I like Halloween. Don't get me wrong. I have fun with Halloween. I need to change up my costume, I think, this year. I've done this. I did the same costume in 2 iterations of it for the last 2 years. 3 years, I guess, actually. And it was fun all 3 times. But I'd like to change it up. What child is this, aka Green Sleeves? Is pretty. It is very pretty, actually. That one is a very pretty song. How long have you been playing Minecraft? Like this world, or like in total? Like, when did I start playing Minecraft? Also, too long is a crazy answer. Too long is a crazy answer, MJ. How dare you? Honestly, he's been at it for too long. Somebody should stop him. This man needs to be stopped. I know a place you could buy a costume, Nap. Oh yeah, where's that, Ray? Where's that? For in total. Well, I started in alpha, so I guess 2000 and right at the end of alpha. I started right as it switched to beta, so that was 2000 and what? 2010, 2009, maybe. I begged my parents. I begged my parents for so long, dude. Oh wow. Yeah, I got this thing early on, man. I watched there was like I was here before Enderman were here. There was a YouTube group that I watched that played it called The Creatures, and I was hooked, man. I was like, dang, saw some Shadow of Israfel and I went, oh. I started it early 2019. Hey man, nothing wrong with that. There's no bad time to get into Minecraft. Spirit Halloween! I've been hired here for the 5th season in a row. Let's go. When you say season, I like to think it's like a season as in a TV show. But yeah, it's been weird to see it all change over time, because it's been like there's things that I still forget to do. Like the recipe book I remember not having. There's still like the click to like the middle mouse button click to be able to do that and stuff like that. All stuff that I forget that like is second nature to me. I'll still double tap W to sprint. I don't do it as much now because I've switched my sprint to left alt. I have a very weird setup, actually. My keybinds are weird. Like F5 is on my mouse instead of F5, so I could just do it really quickly. Randomly slot 7 is a mouse button as well. I changed the drop button to be R, and Q is my 1 slot, because I always keep my sword there, and that way I can always click Q accidentally, and I'll never like fat finger it and like drop my weapon mid fight. But yeah. So I got like a bunch of weird, and the reason for like a mouse button being that is because that way like if I'm running and or like I'm falling and stuff like that, like let's say here, I'll move it to like a different place or something like that, like so it's up there. If I'm falling, I can just be like, oh, and then I'll have it there, and I'll just be able to do that. And if if you double click it, so like I'm not moving it that way, I'm just going like here, and then if I go, oh, I double click it too early, bop, bop, and then it's there. You know what I mean? So that way I can water fight. Ah! No! Oh, thank God. No! The flowers! No! Devastated. They'll never recover. They'll never recover. Man, I haven't thought of green sleeves. I'm sorry. The fact that like somebody brought up green sleeves is crazy to me. That last time I heard that song was like eons ago. I heard that song like I had like in elementary school for like a Christmas pageant or something. It was crazy. Q is my sprint key. Caps lock is my shift. My drop key is H. Nice. That one's crazy. I don't know. I love the rebinds. Like, you know what I mean? Yo, that is it. I'll do. I love all the rebinds that I've been able to do. You know what I mean? Like, it's. I think that's a really fun aspect. Can't hear Greensleeves and not think of 6. 6. 6 what? Six what? Who? What? I was taking a little sip of my iced coffee. Nap. Yes. Go to your 6. Fallout New Vegas. Jesus Christ. 6 the musical. 6 the musical. A British musical comedy in the style of a pop concert. Its music, book, and lyrics were written by Toby Marlowe and Lucy Maud. It is a modern retelling of the lives of the 6 wives of Henry VIII. That is insane. I have never heard tell of this in my life. Give me 14 right now. I would like to watch this. This sounds fantastic. The 6th user of One and All. Oh my god, how do you not know what 6 is? I don't know musicals, man. I don't know where this idea comes from that me, Napoleon the 7th, knows about anything to do with musicals. I don't. Okay, first of all, it's just like I just don't know anything about it, man. You guys just assume I do, dude. I played FNAF Security Breach for the first time 2 days ago. Yo! I didn't get too far though because Chica kept offing me. I've only ever played Five Nights at Freddy 1, and it was a horrible experience. I'll never do it again. Unless oh my god, It's the Job is crazy. I don't know who it's. What it was. Superstar what? Oh, you mean Jump Superstar? The song used for the song used for Mario Odyssey? Jump Up Superstar? Subs by tonight FNAF 2 stream. We don't know how much fun we could have if you would let go of your pride and admit how much you like him. I don't know what you mean. I don't. First, I'm me? Prideful? Me? No, surely not. Surely not. Also, I just listen. You already laughed at the joke. You can't take it back. I can, and I will. Oh my god. I can do anything I want. Oh my god. No, I listen. I'm self-admitted. I like musicals. I'm just not a theater kid. Is the thing. The thing that I take issue with is the people who go, that is a theater kid. Yes. Let it be known. Cause I wasn't, and I'm not. You know. Like sure, I've seen a handful of musicals, I guess, but like, you know. Who hasn't? You don't want to connect with your chatters on the things you like, it's fine. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are absolutely things I have never talked about on stream and never will because, you know, there are some degrees of separation. Oh, Though as 3 years has gone on, that list has gotten less and less, I will say. You have a chip on your shoulder. It's fine. Sure thing. I'm not a theater. Listen, I will give you. I was in band. I was a band kid, but I wasn't in theater. Oh my god. I haven't seen a handful of musicals on Broadway. Well, I've never been a tourist to that place, so I've never done that whole tourism thing because I've never been a tourist there. I've never visited that city. So, me neither. Yeah. Did you play Doom again? Mayhaps. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Brother, what? Everything I said is truthful. Everything I've said is truthful, it's... You've been in musicals? That doesn't make me a theater kid. Listen, I've done a handful of musicals. That's different from being a theater kid. They are different things. Believe me, I know, because I knew the theater kids, and the theater kids were mean, and I didn't like the theater kids. They were very mean about things, and they were very adamant that I was not part of their group, and I was not a theater kid. So, listen. A kid who is in theater? No, because I wasn't in drama class. I wasn't in drama club. I got asked by the teacher because they needed bodies, and they were like, "Hey, would you be in this?" And I was like, because the teacher knew me because I was in the band, and they asked me there, and I was like, sure, I guess. I've never done this before, and they're like, "That's fine. We'll help you." And all the theater kids were mean about it. And one of them was pissed because I got there. I apparently stole their lead part, and I just showed up. And how was that my fault? Oh man. He admitted it. He got the lead part. He admitted it. No, I said I stole their leading part, which is not necessarily the lead. There are multiple leads in a show. Shut up. I didn't say which show, pal. I didn't say which show this happened in. That was Romeo confirmed. But it was a lead. It was one of the... Yes, technically, I would not constitute it as the lead. It was not the namesake of the show, but it was one of the leading parts, No, Nap was Jesus Christ. We know this for a fact. I never said I played Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Inferences were made, and I have never once said that in my life. You were the cowardly lion. Gee, fellas, don't make me do it. No, I was not the cowardly lion. Hydration. Oh, hydrate. You're very easily led into giving away information. I'm very easily led into giving away information that I think is funny enough information to give away. Listen, I have never, well, there's twice I've said something on stream where I didn't mean to, truly didn't mean to, where I was like, oh, I really shouldn't have said that. There's been times where I was like, oh, that was a bit, I don't know if I should have done that bit, but I did it anyway kind of thing. But for the most part, if I say something on stream, I've thought it through. Well, at least I thought it through in the 3 seconds before I said it, but... So who knows, I might regret it in 3 hours, but what's to say? Were you Ty Bolt? What? I don't know what you think you're doing with this lying by omission, incredibly subtle stuff saying you never visited New York. I have never visited New York. What do you mean? Now you were the genie from Aladdin. How'd you know? How'd you know? It was me. I've just maintained. I'm from none of it, man. I don't know what you're talking about. That's on you, pal. I've maintained the truth and only the truth and nothing but the truth. You know? It's all just the truth, King. To visit Liverpool this year, you know? Oh my god. But no, I've only done a handful of musicals. I've not done like a gajillion and 3. And I wasn't a theater kid because I wasn't in with the theater kids, and the theater kids all did drama class, and they were in the drama club, and they were in an improv club, and they were a very specific clique of people, and I was just asked to be brought along because they needed a body, and then they cast me in the role that they did. So that's not being a theater kid. I maintain that. I wasn't like rocking up to a Denny's and being like, all right, everybody, time to listen to me. Everybody be quiet. Time for us to get really loud. Hey, everybody on this airplane, do you want to hear a song now? I know you're trying to just get a connecting flight somewhere. Oh my god. Oh, the theater kid post-show dinners are terrible. I'll give you that. Listen, they were just a different crew, and that's my point. I noticed you mark your place in whether or not your identity with things based on the behavior of people who like those things. Well, I just also don't identify as a theater kid. Like, I didn't do all the other stuff. I just happened to do the shows. You know what I mean? Like particularly because like my experience in those shows was in part like I had been the principal trumpet in the band for them, and then it was like, oh, actually we need someone to act this. We think you fit the part. Could you do it? And I was like, okay. So like I got involved in it through the band aspect, and then just happened to fill in where they needed me. Like I didn't see it as like me being like, oh, gee willikers, I want to be a part of this. And so it's less about their behavior or anything like that. It's more just like I don't identify with the group. Was the role a living trumpet? yeah, actually was. It was crazy. It was a really it was a real art like new and artistic musical that just got created called The Little Trumpet That Could. And yeah, they were just like, you know what? We had 2 tables out on the patio. We had a guy seating the other people I admired. And by the end of the night, I was hiding at the other table begging my parents to come eat with me. Oh my god. Also, bro, just how impressionable are you? What does that mean? What do you mean impressionable? I was brought along to one of those dinners because in our last year of high school, it was COVID, so my theater friends wrote and organized the whole show. Dude, that's sick. I made props because I had a job and those were my friends, and it was good. They got bonus marks and I got to be with my buds. So proud of them. Yo, sick, dude. That's awesome. But my theater kid boyfriend agrees. You're a theater kid. You've been branded chosen. You are one of them now. You have no choice. Who's this guy losing at cards? All right. Losing at cards, calling the shots, huh? Who's this guy? Get a load of this guy over here. No, I don't think so, pal. I don't think I gotta listen to some chump getting washed out by Indy in a card game. I don't think... Getting absolutely hosed thinking he could call the shots from the corner. I don't think so. Nap, I must leave. Later, bloody midnight. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, King. I hope you have a good rest of your night, too. I hope it's a great time. Hope it is. Hope life and is kind to you as the week progresses. Nap has a story about leaving a drag show because one random person told him this should not be there. He's very pushover slash T. That's less pushover, and it was more. Listen. If I was anywhere else, I wouldn't listen to some random. What's another word I can use here? Holly Huckster will say. About their opinions on where I should or shouldn't be. But if I'm actively like, in a space that like I'm effectively speaking like intruding upon, then it's like, yeah, of course I'm gonna defer to the opinion of like that group. It'd be the same way as like if I went to like a if I was at like a Black Lives Matter protest and then somebody was like, you need to leave, I'd be like, okay, if my presence is a net negative to these people, then I'm gonna leave, dude. What benefit does it have for me to push and be like, no, I should actually be here still? Maybe you should leave. Me in this drag show in this gay bar? No, I think I should stay. Matter of fact, you should leave. Like that seems insane. Like if that person's like, hey, like you are intruding here and making people uncomfortable, then of course I'm gonna leave. You do what about the rest of your stream? Again, I now want to say that the roles I hadn't played, I was in Cinderella, understudy and teenager. Yo, Aladdin, Magic Carpet. Yo, where you played the carpet? Dude, that's awesome. School Kid in Wizard of Oz, Bureaucrat, and Winky. Who in God's name is Winky? Huck Finn in Daughter of Decency. Yo, dude. I will never stop bragging about my friends. It's my duty to showcase their skill and abandon them. I'm their #1 fan. They gotta live with that. I've gone to their university shows with flowers and food. Based. Gotta be whimsical and share it with the buds. So based. Nap, I was playing cards against my brother, not my boyfriend. I don't live in Alabama. Well, I entirely forgot who. Listen, everything's spun together. I recalled you were playing cards against someone and then you were talking with someone. Forgive me for assuming they were the same person. It's a very gross opinion, and not reflective of how normal queer people feel. Nav is so worried about being canceled. It's sweet you care, but it's still how overly cautious you are sometimes. Well, I just don't like. I don't know, man. If my presence is gonna be like upsetting to someone, I don't feel the need to insert myself there. You know what I mean? I got so many places that I can go. Like, provided you weren't bothering anyone and were respectful of the space and people there, and there was no reason for you to leave. I assume I was, because they were chill until, like, I had stated that I was straight, and then they kind of flipped up, or switched up on me, but, like, so I assume I wasn't causing a problem prior, but, you know. Didn't your gay friends invite you? Yeah! Yeah, I was there with them. It was, like, listen, it just, I didn't... If that person and their group was upset by my presence, I didn't personally feel it was like a worthwhile fight to be having. I was like, I don't think the optics of this. front page next day. Oh my god. Straight man demands that he gets to continue to watch the drag show and the LGBT people be removed for disturbing him. Like, you see how that plays out? Winky was the name of, well, we were basically, at one point we turned into sunflowers. Or just flowers, that doesn't say sunflowers. Yeah, no, that person was the problem, the Sedera, not you. Well, I'll take your words for it. I mean, hey, I stayed this year. I took Edward's advice. And caved to my friends who had been trying to get me to stay and tell the proprietor / owner of the place about it. And the owner was like, "Oh no, they shouldn't be asking you to leave." And I was like, "Oh, sick." Episode chill and silly. Well, I just, that's the thing. I like being chill. I like the. I think people should just be more. Never mind. But no, I was like, well, this seems like it'll cause a problem. I'm gonna go to the library, and then I just left, and I went to. Did I go to the library that day? Oh no, I went to. Oh, there was a sick cafe. I went to a museum, and I got a great coffee on the way. Oh, dude, that cappuccino was sick. I remember that thing was awesome. Oh, right, because they colored the milk of the cappuccino. Oh, I forgot about that. It was during Pride, so they colored the milk of the cappuccino. I don't know what food dye they used. I don't know what cancer-giving red number 5 they put into it, but my God, did it slap. That thing was better than any cappuccino I'd ever had. I was like, what did you put in this? I think the way they achieved the colors was through natural coloring, and that gave different flavorings to like milk, and so I was like, oh. Happened a year or two ago because we all had a moment similar. You can't grow out of ADHD moment on stream. Nap is not the straight guy bothering lesbians at the game, where he's enthusiastically talking about lore and being perfectly polite. Someone spills a rainbow cocktail on him and he makes trumpet noises before apologizing. Do you know how insane that would be? Somebody spills a drink on me, I just look them in the eyes and just go like then I would be escorted out. Then it would be like, okay, you need to leave, buddy. You need to get out of here. You're killing the vibe. You're upsetting the gay. You're not whimsical. You're upsetting. Oh my God. Savior of Nap and his people, please. Oh my God. I need to gather more. Just space stone, I think. Oh no, I was gonna take it up with the dirt. That's what I was gonna do. I was coming here for some extra dirt. I think the trumpet noises are pretty whimsical. Yeah, but not as like a first response to somebody dropping a drink on you. They're just a force of habit. More than anything else. Oh my God. I'm thinking I don't need it to bend this much out, but I also don't hate that it does. So maybe we will try to keep it a little bit like this. It just comes very wide, but I guess that's not a problem per se. Silly Billy? No, I went as Steve for Halloween, not Billy. No, you got me wrong. No, wrong character. Oh my God. You did? Yeah, that was the 2 years. 2 years I went as Steve, but I went as different versions because me and my friend group went as a couple different characters from Stranger Things. One was the first time was just, you know, like the classic like season 2 look with the rubber gloves and stuff like that, and then and then you know, you can't not do the Chips Ahoy. All right, listen, you can't. And so yeah, then the second time was the ice cream fit, we'll call it. Oh man, it was fun. It was great Halloweens. Oh man, I grew my hair so long for that, dude. I like to like achieve that. Oh my God. I thought you meant Steve from Minecraft. Now I'm disappointed. Oh no, I was making a Stranger Things reference. Steve, not Billy. Yeah. See how that got confused. Sorry, what was the first look you? What did it have? The yellow rubber gloves, goggles, members only jacket, baseball bat. Season 2 Steve. Oh, so you can say Ruba correctly when you're talking about Steve Harrington. Oh, so you can say Ruba correctly when you're talking about... Oh, so you can say Ruba correctly when you're talking about your parents. Oh, you can... I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't follow. There's something wrong with his brain. What do you mean? What do you mean there's something wrong with my brain? That's mean. What do you mean? Yes, ADHD. I don't have, oh my god. I'm gonna win this battle. One of these days, if I ever become face revealed YouTuber, I'm putting the psych eval right up as a video. I'm gonna see a doctor, I'm gonna get tested, and I'm recording it. That's going up, baby. My god, it's gonna be video numero uno. He's already acknowledged that he's mispronouncing it by choice at this point. Mispronouncing it by choice? What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, I put two and two together now. Oh, I see. Oh, because I said rubber gloves, and you thought the word rubber was like the word Ruba, because Ruba had intended for it to be rub-a-dove-dove, but I didn't read it like that originally, and I still think that sounds wrong. I am 1,000%, 10,000% sure my brain is completely fine. My neurologist appointment is tomorrow, and my family has a history of brain and nerve issues. Gee, thanks, Nap. Anytime. I like Ruba more. What am I? Oh, hey, Rubba. How's it going, Rubba? No, I don't like that. Nap's new sub goal: get it a psych eval, no clickbait, ADHD. if we hit, if we ever hit 150,000 YouTube subs, and you got it. You got it, boss. Oh my god. Whew. In the year 2525. This name was coined by one of my best friends. Well, now I feel bad for memeing it, but I do still stand by the fact I like it as a full name, but as a shorthand, I prefer Ruba to Rubba. I can try to change it. I can try to rewire my brain. It's doable. It's a doable thing. I was able to do it for some other chatters. Make it a lot of promises you'll have to fulfill eventually. I like the confidence, King. You know what? God bless. I like the confidence that you have in the channel. I'm just like, it's coming around the mountain. I can see it. Any day now. Any day now. Something, Bo Burnham. Something. It's not confidence. I want to see your hubris come back to bite you. First of all, I don't know the meaning of the word. Idiot. Stinky. Second of all, hubris would, I don't got hubris. Come on. There's no hubris here. It's just vibes. It's just cool vibes. I'm just hanging out. I'm just having a good old time, you know? I'm just chilling. I've never seen High School Musical. I've heard good things. I've just never gotten around to like actually watching it. Like my oldest cousin really liked it. It was like her thing or whatever, but I don't know. I never actually saw it. Yo, Berget! How do? What's up? I've been playing Binding of Isaac Repentance for 5 hours straight. Send help. Nice. Are you winning? Are you winning, son? Oh my god. I've never played Binding of Isaac, but I've heard good things. I've heard fantastic things. I've heard it's a very fun game. But I know not whether that is true. I've merely heard through the grapevine. Bop, bop, bop. I love Binding of Isaac so much, mostly that it's addicting. Yeah, I have a friend who's played it a lot in that way. They'll just like boot it up and play it. But like they're also like they just play a lot of games that are just like insane that way of just like they'll boot up and play through games for so long. I tend to either get like really locked in on a game, I guess, or like switch between a bunch of them and never play any of them. Minecraft is easily the game I've played the most in my life. I think without a doubt. I'd be surprised to learn it was anything else. Because I've just played Minecraft for so many years. Oh my god, Extreme Papa Freeze on Friday. Yeah, but do you really want to make Tyler happy? I'm just kidding. Do you really want to make Tyler happy? Oh my god. I don't know. So true, King. No, that's mean. Oh my god. We almost played Batman today, funny enough. But for similar reasons why we couldn't get Fallout, we couldn't get what'd you call it? Batman to work either. I guess I've never actually told the story behind the name, but basically one of my friends wormed his way into my heart. Aw. When we were both youth, by forcing nicknames Dove onto me, which shortened to Dove, which later lengthened to Dove. And then we got PlayStations. I knew I wanted to incorporate it in some way, and we spitballed, and he said, hey, what about Rubba Dove Dove? Like a pun on Rubba Dove Dove. Oh, that's so sweet! Wait a minute, that's actually adorable. Hello? Okay. Did you want something? Or you're just, oh, all right. Okay, bye. There he goes. Our watchful protector. I put bubbles all the time in the Discord. Aww. See, I think it was just cause like shorthand. I only read Ruba, and then I was just like, oh yeah, Ruba. I can't try to wire the whole brain mechanism for you. I also never watched Camp Rock, now that I think about it. I don't think I've seen, like, because I never really, I guess, like, the first time I ever really was watching, like, the Disney Channel was kind of like a, does this date me? Probably not. Probably when, like it was just after Hannah Montana, so I don't know, whenever that was when I was like, what's this? And then started watching the Disney Channel. Before that, I feel like I just watched a lot of Looney Tunes. I really like Looney Tunes and the 1960s Scooby-Doo. Me personally, I stole my username from some woman on Reddit years ago. I've actually adopted a new username because I'm doing music stuff on .wave as a play on file format .wave. That's sick, but that's also hilarious. You just I saw a woman with this name on Reddit, and I quickly ran to every platform I could and stole it. Is a crazy idea. Oh man. The person with the actual Nap the 7th tag on Twitter is also thankfully not a bad person, it seems. I don't know them, so don't quote me on that, but at the very least what they tweet out tends to be like left-leaning political takes and stuff like that, so that's cool. But I don't know who they are, but how dare they have stolen this name. Do you know how many places I've gone with this name and nobody's had this name? And then some random schmuck on Twitter was like, I'm gonna call myself Napoleon the Seventh. That's my thing. How dare you? Hey. In all honesty, I don't really mind. It's kind of funny to me now. I just wanted to ensure you knew the Lord, respect the origin of why it is that way. Yeah, well, I apologize. I did not actually mean seriously that I thought you did it wrong. I was more memeing than anything else, but it is a very sweet story. It's also especially funny because the first time I got in the voice chat, everyone in Discord was like, hey, Ru, what's the deal with Nap mispronouncing your name? Well, you know, I don't really concern myself with the opinions that go on in I don't really concern myself with the opinions in the Discord channels, you know. You know, it's just not really something I worry about. If Captain Party Cat is taken, I always go Sergeant Party Cat. Based. I'm surprised you go Sergeant and not Commander. So it could still be CPC. I've actually been trying to fix my pronunciation on like some schmuck streamer. Hey! Not a schmuck. I am. It's true. I'm quite schmucky actually. It's true. It's true. I can't deny it. You figured out the pun way later than everyone else. I got the pun the instant you joined the Twitch. I'm just like, I got the pun. I just rejected it. Me personally, I just rejected it. You know, the curse of Twitch chats is just that there will be a streamer that will misread your name and that will become your new name. That will just simply be the name you have. Understanding a username? What do you mean? You don't, when you get a joke, you don't go, oh, I understand this joke because rubba-dub-dub sounds like rubba-dub-dub. You know what I mean? You don't do that. I do that. My favorite form of comedy is over-explaining a joke. I love when somebody makes a joke and I go, oh, that's funny because of course, and then you just over-explain it. Oh man, I get a kick out of it. Nobody else finds it funny, don't get me wrong. It's not a good bit in the way that like other people would find it funny, but I get a kick out of it, and that's all I really care about. I'm very selfish that way. You see, I really only care that I found it funny. No, Nap, I'm not that kind of autistic. What? I don't think that's not like an autistic thing. It's just something I think is funny. I don't see how that's connected to autism. I'm just like, no, only autistic people do bits. Then I'm sorry, Nap. I'm sorry to say, but you know, I'm diagnosing you. I don't have a way to defend defend myself because once again, if I did understand the Twitch chat, I would not have verbalized. Nap, you don't see how anything is connected to autism. I've learned that GIF of the little guy dancing is connected to autism. He's not just celebrating; he is apparently celebrating autistically. So I've learned that. I know that's connected. He's been co-opted by the woke left. What is that? What do you mean? Where can I? Let me throw these down. The Autism Creature title was a later addition. Well, you know, Joe many liberal. All I know is I've learned it, and I've learned what to do, or rather, what not to do. So that's all. I am a changed man. I've grown. I've learned. Oh man, you know what's sad though? You know what's actually tragic? The funniest thing that I thought that oftentimes I think about how the funniest thing I could do is truly the funniest thing I could ever do is in an instant where somebody says something that's just very disappointing. You know what I mean? Like just like very very sigh-worthy in that way. You know, deleting the Discord would just be such a fun. Like somebody says something, somebody dunks on me, and then just Discord gone. But it's something I can never undo. Is the problem? I can't use that comedy bullet because it kind of is a one-shot thing, and then everybody's just gone. Couldn't use a GIF anymore. Distinctly, two different people said that. No one said that. Both Tyler and Cinna said that. I don't like. What do you mean? This is the drag thing. No, it's not. What do you? That was. They were Joshy. They put /SRS. My God. It was a bit. The /SRS doesn't go on a bit. That's the point of the slash. No. Did I leave it over here? I did. Okay, perfect. I was worried. I was worried that they moved my stone cutter somewhere. That I was perturbed by the idea that it was gone now forever. He's helpless, Your Honor. Don't bring Your Honor into this. Don't bring a judge into this. If you say so, I don't recall. If you say so, I'll take your word for it. 20 times because I told him not to say anything that he did. What listen, I think it's perfectly reasonable to say that if it's like something that's like an identified thing, then there's no reason to co-opt it. Brother, that's how streamers get in trouble. That is long form planning, man. Literally not one person on the face of the earth is bothered by you using the autism creature gift. Not one. I bet there's someone. I bet there's someone. I'm going to co-opt you to hell. Good, good. Do so, do so. Can I go to Super Hell? That place seemed cool. That place seemed neat, you know? That's the one they sent the dude to, right? They sent him to Super Hell? At the end of Supernatural, they were like, all right, Your Honor, he's gay, send him to Super Hell. The car can go to heaven, but this guy? Nah. Super Hell right away. Get him there right now. Kind of iconic writing. Kind of. What a bold choice. Oh my god. Emote, what are you yapping about? Yeah, but I don't use it. Well then I'll find them and then redact their head onto a redacted until they're literally redacted and die in a video game. Good googly moogly. You've played way too much Mortal Kombat King and it shows. You've watched the animalities too much, huh? Oh my god. Castile was gay and autistic, his swag was too bad, his game was too good. Huh? You what? Hello, little bat. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, look at him go. He's having the time of his life. What a little guy. What a little guy, what a little Grimbly. Rest in peace, Castiel. My similarities to you were joked about too much. Do you also wear a trench coat? That is kind of all I know about him. I'll be kind of real. I kind of really only know, and also I keep getting the guy who plays him confused with he plays Bones in new Star Trek. Oh God, what's his name? He's in he's in The Boys. I forget his name. But he's in a bunch of things and nobody ever. He's not very unrecognizable in all of them. He was in Thor. Don't, because I'm trying to beat Elden Ring DLC so I can delete it from space to re-download. Oh, for space. I thought you said from space. I thought you were like pissed at it. Oh my god. How is the DLC, by the way? I know you've talked a little bit about it, but how is it? Is it good? Is it enjoyable? Is it poggers? Is it swag? Is it totally tubular, dude? Actually, I do wear a trench coat. Sick, dude. I bet that keeps you very dry. In fairness, trench coats can be styled wonderfully, by the way. I do like, oh man, there was what were the World War One rain slickers? Something about them. They got good style about them. Nap is like the opposite of a toxic streamer. No, I am incredibly toxic, I will have you know. First of all, that's part of the brand. Don't dilute my brand value. Don't come in here telling people I'm not toxic. I am. That's the point. I am the single most toxic streamer you will meet. It's my job. It's all I care about. They're so silly. I want to embroider it, but I'm nervous because it's fancy, but also needs to repair it. The trench coat? I say embroider it, dude. You know what you should do? You should embroider a bunch of little Minecraft bats onto the sleeve. I think that would be cool. Dude, it's incredible. They genuinely created such a phenomenal, well-rounded story with this. The DLC has done huge work so far as filling in the cracks in the base game's lore and brought so many huge revelations for why the chips have fallen where they did. Ooh, so it's very lore-based. That's cool. I thought it was just a bunch of new bosses. I didn't realize it was like super lore-based. That's really cool, actually. I've been digging, I've been so slow at Elden Ring, and namely just because, like, I know I need to go back and fight, Margaret, but, Thatcher, but no, I've just been too busy, wandering around little caves and hidey holes and stuff like that, and looking around at things just look cool. So I'm just, like, wandering around a lot, and going like, oh, what's that? And they're, like, heading off in a direction, and dying. Ad? No! No! He was my brother, man! And we were like fighting, but then I can see now that that's not worth it! No, I didn't even tell you how much I love you, man! My brother! Oh god, I love smiling friends. Dang, advertisements! I'm sorry, I have them turned down as low as possible. It really shouldn't run very often, so. Unless someone, Indy, asks for a 3-minute ad time, like a menace. My god. But I'll watch them for you, King. God bless. You should start a Fallout London playthrough so you have 3 unfinished Fallout playthroughs, and also so you can make fun of British people. Why would we've been over this. I like British people. What was I gonna say? Also, what do you mean 3? I only have New Vegas, don't I? Oh, are you counting my Fallout 4 playthrough? I mean, that's unfair. Don't count that. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. That's different. That doesn't count. That's illegal. You're not allowed. No, if it's never been streamed, and therefore you don't know if it's real. It's never been streamed. You don't know if it's real. It could all be a lie. You have no idea. If it's not streamed, how can you prove it happened? How can you prove it ever happened? It didn't. You know. It's all a lie. I've just never played. I've never played Fallout 4. You don't know. It's all a lie. My life's a lie. Everything I've ever told you. My real name's not even Napoleon. Why? I stayed up till 6 a.m. giving Grant and his parents a tour of Fallout London. And we all, no, they're sitting together. His mom said that was the quietest and cleanest she's ever seen it. Bro, come on. London's a great city. You're kidding me, right? You're joshing me. Oh my god. London's a great city, come on. You just gotta take the tube, man. You just gotta take the tube. Take the Eurostar from London. Gotta take the Eurostar from London. Oh my god. Hey guys, hey gang, do you want to get on the Eurostar? No, come on. Give me another. Oh, I'm out of the slabs. Well, you know, that's a rip. Can't win a ball, King. Oh, ain't no way. No way. Oh my god. There's no way that you knew what I was referencing there. How did you know what I was? That's such a specific clip. That is such a specific clip. Oh my god. Zombie. Oh, what is it? Oh, have a good night. Hope the headache goes away, King. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's awesome. That's a great read. My god. that's That's actually sick. A monster! Ah. I cannot believe you knew that what clip I was referencing with that. Your Spider-Man content hyperfixation aligns with the obsessive crush I had on him for many years. It's true. It's true. Yes. Yes, crush you had on. No, I'm kidding. I mean, what? Huh? What a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. Fun fact though, that is also the only, I was thinking, as I said it, I was like, you know what? This is honestly the only way I know I've never heard of the Eurostar outside of this. And I'm like, this is the only way that I've ever learned what this is. Huh. It's probably like an important train. And I've never heard tell. He is Gen Z's Ryan Reynolds as far as straight men saying their celeb crush. I think that's more Timothy Chalamet, but fair enough. I feel like that's a disservice to him, I'll be real. I feel like that's almost mean. Like, I get where you're coming from, but I do still think it's almost mean to say that. I never did the Ryan Reynolds one gay exception thing. Oh, it's just there's a lot of, like, it's a very weird, or well, I don't want to say weird pick. It's a very, like, surface level pick that a lot of, like, dude bro guys will pick. I'm like, oh, dude, yeah. I'm not gay, bro. But Ryan Reynolds, bro. And I think it's just they find him funny. Which, you know, I don't think he's unfunny per se. I don't think his humor's like peak comedy. He has very frat boy humor in many cases. But that's, I don't know. That's what a lot of people find funny, I suppose. Then again, I learned I love a lot of gay exceptions. Ain't no way you think straight men say Timothy is their gay crush. No, I guess it's more. You're right, but I guess it's, I don't know. I don't think it's Tom Holland. I genuinely, I don't think he's, for lack of a better word, I don't think he's muscly enough to fit the stereotype. Because usually the person that's picked for that, or the person that seems to be that way of like, oh, you know, I'm just saying, is tends to be like quote unquote like hyper conventionally attractive men, which are typically very muscly for whatever reason. And that's like, I just don't think, I mean, Tom Holland has muscles, but not particularly. He has way more of a like a lithe body than like a Ryan Reynolds body type, if that makes sense. I feel like you'd be more likely to hear people say that about like maybe Jason Momoa. He's pulled into, that's true. I guess you, especially if you look at Ryan Reynolds as it's because he's married to Blake Lively. Like if you think about it in that context, so that's fair. But no, I don't know. I think it's just because, maybe it's just with how much Dune, like, made the rounds, and so that, like, for whatever reason, I was like, oh. I feel like you're missing a key component of my bit, Nap, huh? I understand what it is, Nap, I just don't think he's hot. I'm missing a key component of the bit, which is that you don't think he's hot. That's fair. I also don't particularly think Ryan Reynolds is attractive. But I also, you know, that kind of tracks, so. Well, I think a lot of the people who make those lines are silly because I think the whole thing is probably a lot more fluid than a lot of people want to admit. But that tends to be the case when you're asking the general public Because for whatever reason, people seem very hyper allergic to the idea that it's like a spectrum of things that like doesn't necessarily like swing wildly one way or the other. You know what I mean? I don't even know if that makes sense now that I say it out loud. That's what it comes down to. Dude bro types is how attractive is the woman he's dating, which is vile. Yeah, that's a fair way to read it. Every straight man, one exception is Ryan Reynolds, but he wasn't mine, but also realized I'm bisexual, so it doesn't particularly matter what my one exception is because I like many types of men. Fair enough. I understand now what you meant by the key factor that I was missing. But yeah, I think you're not wrong though, Ruba. I mean, that's the same way that you got lots of people who are like, oh yeah, David Beckham, he's proper fit, and it's like, well, you know, are you saying that because you actually think David Beckham's attractive, or are you saying that because you think his wife's attractive? But then again, nobody says Machine Gun Kelly or what's oh god, Pete. Why am I blanking on his name? All I'm thinking of is Pete Buttigieg. Comedian Pete something. People are like how people are confused, I guess, more by how they're dating Megan Fox and or I think he dated Kim Kardashian and somebody else now. I'm attracted to many types of men. I like none of them. Understandable. Understandable. Yeah. Oh well. The one weird thing, you know what I will say? I don't know if what's the magazine that makes like Sexiest Man Alive? I don't know if they've ever gotten it right. In the sense that I feel like anytime I've ever seen, I've always like, I'm sure it's a publicist thing. Like I'm sure it's just like that their publicist like jockeyed for them to get picked, and then they got picked, and it's all like it's just like I understand it means nothing, but it's just always been like I'm like, huh? Like was it? Yeah, one year it was like Blake Shelton, and like no offense to the guy per se, I don't know anything about him, so maybe I mean full offense, I don't know, but I was like, alive? Alive? Every straight man's one exception is Ryan Reynolds, but oh no, I read that already. I'm a lesbian, and the only men that are my exception are fictional characters. Real men can't compare to Dick Grayson or Shota Azawa. I mean, you know, Nightwing looking kind of beefed up lately. Nightwing, you know, Nightwing's filling out his suit more than he used to. It's kind of crazy lately with Nightwing. You know, I don't mean to suggest it's like a different guy or something, but dude's kind of a freight train right now. For those who don't know, Nightwing currently in the comics is out of commish, and Bruce Wayne is picking up the slack as Nightwing in a way that that Dick Grayson has often done for him as Batman. But anyway, but it just looks funny. I think it looks the way that it looks, and I think it looks off because I think they didn't finish the shading on the top of the suit. Funny story, I'm not attracted to Bruce Wayne. Fair enough. That man is a bag of crazy. What do you like? That man's got a lot of problems. He doesn't have money though. There is money, to be fair. What did I come out here for? Something. I forget. Oh, I came out to go make more smooth stone. That's what I came out for. But you know, everybody has their type and that kind of thing. Some people like a Bruce Wayne, some people like a Dick Grayson, some people like a Jason Todd, some people like a Tim Drake. You know? All of which in some capacity need to be fed soup. Do you remember that TikTok going around? I think it was about Timothée Chalamet actually, where it's like, oh yeah, like he looks like a little Victorian boy, like he needs to be fed soup. I saw a meme meme about that was about the various members of the Bat family. I was like, yeah. I think that could also come down to women. MGK and Pete Davidson have been subject to a particularly vicious form of mass scale overt misogyny that makes them less ideal than someone like Zendaya. Do you mean specifically for Kim Kardashian and Megan Fox, or do you mean like just writ large, who experiences a very real but different brand of mass misogyny, but it is but in a more covert way? Some people like a Cassandra, that's true. Some people like Huntress. Some people like a Selena Kyle. Nope. Go up here. It's meant to be here. Oh no, was it Gogan? Oh no, good. Some people like a Kate Kane. I was thinking specifically of Megan Fox, Kim K, and Ariana Grande. Yeah, that's fair. Ariana Grande, I will say Ariana Grande is a weird one for the sake of like, she does, Pete Davidson, that's the name, is a weird, yo, on the lost now, do. Is a weird one because she does have this odd consistency of like changing up her, for lack of a better word, racial presenting profile. You know what I mean? Where she switches between like various toners and stuff like that on skin and stuff like that that are a bit odd in terms of like choice. But I think that's a separate issue, like regardless of everything else. You know what I mean? Grab this one. We'll throw these in here. Kelp. These are so useful, dude. Best invention in Minecraft. Yeah, I don't really conflate that with the other thing. That's kind of a unique case with her. Yeah, and I also don't think the people who are upset with her per se, or who like rag on her, care about that, if that makes sense. Like, I think the people who are misogynistic towards her aren't really concerned with that element of things. It's a separate thing because that's not why they're going after. I guess I just brought it up as like, it's like I have mixed feelings on her as an individual outside of it. I mean, you're absolutely right. She does still face a lot of misogynistic pressures, the same as Kim Kardashian and Megan Fox. I still think Megan Fox was treated very poorly by Michael Bay in the Transformers series. Because I believe all she'd done was ask for like a pay increase because everybody else basically got one with the sequel films, and they were just like, nope, you're fired. We're bringing in a new person. Which was kind of a crazy choice. Nope, non-prepped. I do need to break these down. I keep thinking I have some smooth stone in here, and I don't know why. I know I grabbed it, I guess, a lot of it at the beginning of the stream. Maybe that's what. Oh no, I did. Okay, perfect. I did have some. No. Do not get me started on the mistreatment of her during the Jennifer Body release, because I could hold this entire stream hostage. Hey man, you lost? Like, what's up? Oh man. The to sort of pivot though, I mean, staying in like a movie's range of things, and back to sort of Timothy Chalamet, I'm interested to see how his Buddy Holly movie will go. It looks cool. It looks interesting. It looks like it'll actually have some like barely well, I can do a pretty solid. It's weird. Like I can tell that it is Timothy Chalamet. You know what I mean? But it's like he's doing the voice pretty well. So I'm hopeful that they'll have a good run with it. You know? No. I am curious actually as to whether or not the new changes with Marvel will actually like fix anything. I do think they're pivoting from Kang. They're just like that's my guess is the whole shakeup of this is trying to pivot off of what was going to be the Kang storyline because they have to. And so it's kind of like, oh, because my guess, I mean, we don't know for certain, but like my guess is the reason they never just recast Kang. One, it's kind of like in the MO of the MCU is to not recast things. But outside of a very few handful of times early on. But I think it's rather that Jonathan Majors' contract probably says because he was a multiversal character that it was every iteration of Kang had to be played by him. Thing is a fake out of publicity stuff. This is the thing. I think there's two things it could be, and I think one is a mistake. And one is maybe not a terrible idea. I also think they should have waited till D23 to announce it. But you know, for whatever reason, like it leaked, but most people didn't believe the leak. It like him being Doom leaked about a week ago. But nobody believed it. It sounded fake. People were like, "Oh yeah, sure." I think it's got to be an Elseworld like Tony. And I think he will be named Victor Von Doom. But I think it's got to be an Elseworld Tony. And if they do it with that and it's a one and done, I think that works. But if they try to keep him around, like if they're like, no, this just is Doom, like that just is him, I think that's a mistake. If they're just going for the Elseworld tale, then I think that works. And that also fits, like that would fit with Secret Wars and Battle World, if they're doing Battle World and the like, and it could be a really interesting storyline. I just think it's, I don't know, especially because not Superior Iron Man. I'm blanking on the name. Doom and Iron Man are connected in that storyline. So it would kind of make sense if they're trying to sort of adapt that into something else. But if it is just pure stunt stuff, I think it's just a little silly. It may be they're jumping the shark moment. He looks so pretty for no reason. Timothy Chalamet as Buddy Holly, or Robert Downey Jr. as Doom. I read somewhere that it was Doom trying to be Iron Man, not the other way around. Yeah, effectively. Like if you mean in the comics, yes. In the comics, that's what it was. What they could be doing is an Elseworld story that's adapting that sort of to be not that, but a similar situation of just like Doom, or like an Iron Man that became Doom. Just Timothy in general. Yeah, it's fair. Like yeah, he's like objectively what could be called a pretty face. You know what I mean? Victorian boy, beat him soup. You know. Consider though both of those options are bad and not what people want. I think one of them could be done interestingly. I'm not, like, that's the thing is, I'm not opposed to a one-done movie Elseworld story. You know what I mean? Like a setup for Secret Wars. They want to get really crazy with a multiversal thing. Personally, like, if you'd asked me, I would have said, I think multiverses just aren't working right now, like, as well as you'd like them to. And maybe you should pull back on the gas, but evidently they're not doing that. So if that's the case, then, you know, I think it can work. I don't particularly dislike the decision. It has potential. My worry is that it is stunt casting more than anything else. But at the same time, for the sake of Robert Downey Jr., while he's gotten his Oscar and everything now, and he's like, it's not like he's probably not hurting for money or anything. I don't mean that, but like Hollywood is in a very odd place right now, where like even big stars are having difficulty finding work because movies just aren't getting made. That's why, if any of you have ever heard the phrase "survive to 25," is currently post-strike the big phrase within the industry in Hollywood of acting at all levels and like any kind of work in Hollywood. It's just been like really slow going and kind of a really bad, rough stint. I have no stake in this race, but because I don't care about the MCU. But recasting an actor after their character gets killed off is insane. Well, and that's the thing, is if you're getting into a multiversal story, like, I kind of get it. It's also been years since that happened, and the idea of characters returning in any capacity, like, it's also, like, I guess the thing is, it's also very comic booky. You know what I mean? Like, the idea that you go to another universe, Tony's dead in the main universe, and they pull off Doom's mask, and he's Tony in this other universe. Like, that's very comic books. Like, that is a very comic booky thing to do. I think they've hit a point where they just open the multiverse door and don't know how to pull back and pace themselves. Well, and I think a lot of things just went wrong early on. In the case of, like, oh, this is not as high up as it needs to be. In the case of, like, their plans kind of all got foobarred, basically, because, you know, like Chadwick Boseman tragically passing away, who was clearly being set up to kind of lead the MCU, going on a go-forward basis. Then it was also issues of, like, certain new characters not really connecting in a way that they thought they would. And they've kind of just had trouble hitting the ground. And I think they overdid the TV shows. I think they, like, the streaming bubble basically burst because everybody betted on Black was streaming because I saw how much money Netflix was supposedly worth, which was all inflated and not real. And so they, you know, so many studios went in on streaming and have now realized, oh, this is not a cash cow. This is not actually, like, they were sold a, you know, they were sold a bridge. You know what I mean? Well, like, what are the stakes in that then? Comic book can do that because they're not linear, but we've, you know, been following the MCU all your life, and suddenly we go alternate universe. Who cares? I mean, that's kind of the thing, though, is, like, you say that, but then that's the point of all of it. All of it's very comic booky. It's comic books. These are comic book movies. So, like, if the idea is like, oh, well, comic books, like, that's fine, comic books, but you shouldn't do that in the main screen. Like, I understand, like, yes and no, basically, is kind of the answer to that. Because clearly multiverses do work. Multiverses do work. They're, like, you could see that in Spider-Verse. They're not, though? I don't follow what you mean. Explain to me how the comic book movie is not a comic book movie. That lines up there, alright. No! Like, the concept that they're like, oh, here's Carol Danvers. She was close to this magic rock, gave her powers, now she can fly through a ship. Like, that's the most, like, pre-MCU and The Dark Knight 2008. That is a laughable thing. Comic book movies were a joke in the 90s and early 2000s when they started, because the idea of anything from comic books being, like, relevant to modern audiences was laughable. But then people who grew up on that kind of material were like, no, I like this. Universe in the multiverse. If we switch to another universe, it's like the alternate universe doesn't matter, and nothing matters because this isn't the one universe we care about. I disagree. Fundamentally, I disagree, because that, like multiverses and Elseworld stories have been fundamental to comics for, like, the last 40 years. Like genuine, like, mainstay parts of comic and parts of the animated television shows of those and the like. Usually they're tied to, like, oh, if that universe collapses or something. Usually it's like this. I'll use a DC example. Why do I care about what happens in the Justice Lord's world? Well, you don't, but the Justice Lord's world is going to do something that will impact all of the multiverse. The multiverse can impact itself. It's interconnected in that way. Now that rifts are starting to open between these places, means people can come from these other places to your places, or you can go there, vice versa. And usually it's about defending, in this case, Earth 616 from, or 525, I think is what the MCU is in. It's defending it from the influence of these alternative universes that, like, you know, like, oh, here's one where Thanos won and we didn't ever beat him, and he's like, oh, well, now I want to come over here and actually, like, I'm still a conqueror. I see that there's other Earths to conquer. I'm gonna go do that. And so it becomes an existential threat that way. Why changing writers and stories and everything, but the MCU is like the same 10 characters for 20 years. Not intentionally. It's only been a little over 10. And there's been a bunch of new characters since Endgame. That's my point, is their trouble is not necessarily been the multiversal part. It was that the launch I think the multiverse part would have worked better if they weren't also trying to introduce new characters at the same time. But they were. Someone who can actually analyze media and not just some superhero movie viewer number 2. I think I'm interpreting this as someone who likes comics. Like, they're like, at the end of the day, the bread and butter, like, yes, you want mass appeal in these movies. That's what gets them to $1 billion. But what also gets them to $1 billion is their fandoms. And particularly their fandoms that will go see it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 times in theaters. That's the key to these fandom movies succeeding. Doesn't care about comics. Yeah, well, guess what? I don't think that it makes much sense to design your comic book movie off of the people who don't want to go see a comic book movie. That has been what the problem for Star Wars has been 9 times out of 10. They're getting interesting ideas with really interesting characters. For instance, Rey. Rey was such a cool character, dude. And then they diluted it down because they brought in a director who actively said, I don't like and don't want to make a Star Wars movie. I want to make my own thing. I don't want it to be very Star Warsy, which is what Rian Johnson on the record said. And then, lo and behold, I'm not saying The Last Jedi is a bad movie fundamentally. That's a different media analyst conversation. I'm saying that if you're making a movie that is going to not be at least like targeted towards the fans of the product that it's based off of, you're at a bad place to start. The same's true for the Halo show that said, I don't want to watch any of the Halo or play the Halo games or read the Halo books. You know what I mean? Because they said, oh, I don't want to do that because I don't care about Halo. I want to make my own thing. And it flopped. You know why? Because all the Halo fans went, this isn't Halo. And it wasn't. I don't know. I feel like they're diluting it for profit. I mean, if your problem is that the movies are for profit, they've always been for profit. Like, movies are a delicate art form because they are exclusively funded, unless it's an indie film, to be profitable. I think they need to toe a very careful line as far as writing goes to not sully RDJ's legacy. That's fair. As characters people know and love him, lessen the impact of Tony's death. I mean, don't get me wrong, I personally think he always intended to come back. I just think he intended to come back as an AI. And then I like, with Riri, I'm forgetting her last name, Ironheart. I'm saying The Last Jedi movie. Yeah, I think it is a bad movie. I think it is a bad movie. I'm just saying that, like, that's not what I'm getting at with my statement here. I'm not talking about it as a quality of movie. I'm talking about it failing for the fact that it actively worked against the Star Wars brand. Y'all talking about Halo movie? Well, we're kind of just talking about comic book movies and whether or not comic book movies should try to appeal to comic book ideal. Like, for instance, they're making a Fantastic Four movie. Like, Fantastic Four is 9 times out of 10, the reason the other movies have failed for Fantastic Four, I would argue, is because they're trying to be mass appealing, when the Fantastic Four is an incredibly comic booky team. They're diluting it more. They're diluting it so more people see it, and they don't have to worry about that hard about accuracy to a comic book movie like you're arguing they should. Yeah, but that's my point, is I believe these movies do better when they try to stay more accurate to their source material. Not always. There's some things to cut. I'm not a purist of like, no, it has to be like this. But I'm saying that the idea that like something as basic in comic books as multiverses should be cut because it gets a little weird and complicated, well, I think then you don't want to make comic book movies. Is my point. Like my point is, you're either trying to make comic book movies or you're not. And these are comic book movies, and they have been. The idea of Thanos showing up with his big glowing rocks that end the universe is a comic book concept. I don't mean that by like, oh, it originates in the comic books. I mean that's like an insane thing in any other genre. Of like, behold, these are the Infinity Stones, and they're made from the origins of the universe because there's the Beyonder and the Great Beyond, and there's all the like these huge web of interconnected things. Like that's pure comic books. That's splitting up. Like effectively, Endgame worked like a crossover episode because it was so many different groups that were like, oh wow, I get to see the Guardians interact with the Avengers. This is just like an Endgame comic book where you would see all these groups coming together and they'd have their one page of meeting up and then another page of cool splash action and stuff like that. One of the biggest problems I think the MCU introduced was in Civil War, where it tried to be too serious. And when I say that, I mean they introduced a concept that requires a lot of seriousness, and they didn't want to do the legwork to address it. And that's the Sokovia Accords. I fundamentally believe that they opened Pandora's box with that because it really became a divisive thing of like, well, I'm just gonna say that this is this way because I want it to be this way. You know what I mean? Fun fact, David Gilmour from Pink Floyd, his daughter does voice acting for the Halo movie. That's actually sick. I had no idea. Maybe they do better for niche viewers, but for random fans, don't care about every single MCU and who Doctor Doom is. Which, one second, where'd he go? Oh, he's down there, he's dying. All right. Care about MCU and who Doctor Doom is, which is the universe leaving the main universe. Does casual viewers love for the different ones make them lose their connection? I don't know if Marvel wants to lose the casual viewer cash flow. I mean, again, you say that, but then you can like alternatively there's movies like Into the Spider-Verse where it's like, oh, this whole purpose is multiverses, and it's done financially incredibly successfully and done well with audiences. Like, don't get me wrong, for a long time that was the consensus. They did not do multiverses for so long. I wondered if they would just try to avoid the subject. It's the same way that like the MCU has I will give you this. The MCU tried to not be comic books at times. For instance, they didn't want to admit magic existed. They thought it was too silly and would turn audiences off. So right up until Doctor Strange, until the movie Doctor Strange comes out, they adamantly refused the idea outright that magic happened. They said, no, there's none, it's not magic. It's not magic. It's just science you don't understand. It's not like they did that with Thor. They were like, oh no, they're not gods, they're aliens. They're not this, they're that. Like they were adamant about these things. Even with Scarlet Witch and stuff like that, they're like, oh no, it's the power of a stone. It's basically like getting like a nuclear ooze on you, you know? It's not really like magic. But then after Doctor Strange, they started like, okay, no, it's magic. And then people liked it. And they were like, oh, wait a minute. And I get like, and fundamentally, and here's the thing, I understand where you're coming from, and I understand you don't have a leg in this race. But my stance on it is this. I don't think general audiences know what they want. And when I say that is, if you asked somebody in 2007 if they would want to see an Iron Man movie, they would have told you no. They would have probably asked who the hell Iron Man is. He was not meant to be a tentpole character. He was not that popular. He was like big enough in the comics, but he was not considered as big of a deal as he is today. In terms of like comic influence, he was like a solid A-list character, but but it was not like Spider-Man, the Hulk. Like those were like the characters. And so if you had asked somebody like, oh yeah, do you want to watch like a Doctor Strange movie or a Guardians of the Galaxy movie? They all would have said no. And guess what? They made it, they put it out, and it was good, and people liked it. I think multiversal stories just have to be like, it's difficult to do, but when done right, they're very compelling. You care and know these things, and some people just don't. Well, that's my point. Is like they'll never know them if they don't do them. Like I'm saying, I'm using Guardians of the Galaxy as an example of like, by the same logic that you have, Guardians of the Galaxy doesn't work and should not be made. And then it became 3 of the most successful Marvel movies they've ever made. Like it's an insanely comic booky idea that should never have been made in terms of like trying to keep mass appeal. But they took a risk. They said, well, let's double down and we're making comic movies. Let's make a comic movie. They hired they hired James Gunn, which was like really out there. Marvel used to do a lot more hiring of like out there directors as well in its early days, which I think was more to its benefit. They weren't like, one of their early stage benefits was that they weren't trying to hire like really in-house directors. They were like, okay, who's somebody weird we can get for cheap? And that was kind of their MO. That's how you got television director Joss Whedon and stuff like that. I'm not saying that guy's a good guy or anything, but I'm saying that's how they went with these weird picks. One of the most renowned people they had did one of the worst jobs, which was Kenneth Branagh with Thor. And so they kind of like kept the MO of like, oh, we should really try to keep the comic book part of this alive and working. Because like, I think you're right in the way that it's like, I understand what you mean, but I think ultimately it's just that audiences don't know that they will like that story. But the problem is, and the risk is that it's a story that can go wrong really quick because there's no buy-in. There's no like, oh, I care about these guys already. So the difficulty is making them care. But nobody cared about the Guardians. You know what I mean? Like nobody had any real, why are we leaving the Avengers? We just had a really cool Avengers movie and we're not even on Earth. And we're going into the skull of a giant celestial. What the hell's a celestial? Nova Corps? What do you mean there's space people? And they made Guardians of the Galaxy work. Why is that raccoon talking? You know what I mean? Anything I said made sense. And also, I don't really care in the argument of the way. I'm not very good. Oh, yeah, no. Don't get me wrong. I hope this doesn't come across, my apologies if it does, of like a beratement. I think it's a very interesting concept to go back and forth on. I think, like, don't get me wrong, your argument's very good in the way that, like, your argument makes sense. What you should have, or not argument, I know you're not arguing, but, like, what you could and should have said would have been, like, but that mass appeal is important right now because of the space that they're in. Abandoning multiverses makes sense because they failed to launch so many new characters that they don't have a basis strong enough to balance that off of. You know what I mean? It's like that would have made sense. Like that for you is the stronger point to make in that case. Because don't worry, like what you're saying has absolute validity. I'm arguing impassionately for the part that like I just personally think is how I feel about the subject, but I could see, like, I can absolutely understand an argument for the sake of saying like multiverses are getting too weird and it's clearly been rejected and they should abandon the projects. Absolutely, dude. That like that is a not only logical but like valid argument to make for like a myriad of reasons. I just think that ultimately it could be something cool and I would like to see it. Sure, yeah, nodding, true. Oh man. Well, it's just like it's a both sides of the coin have validity to it. And similar to how Rabbi was saying earlier was that, like this could be a really bad choice on their part because they're choosing a character who's already dead in a way that can really come across because of the state they're in. Because of the state they're in with the MCU, this might really just come across as a Hail Mary of like, please come back and watch. But it's also weird because it came off of the heels, which is why I think they should have waited for D23 to give more breathing room to Wolverine and Deadpool. Came off the heels of one of the best opening weekends of like a comic book movie in years. Its opening weekend, it made over $200 million. That's insane. That hasn't happened since like 2019. It's been forever since comic book. Like that used to be like a pretty normal opening for comic book movies, but there's been comic book movies that haven't even opened over the that have opened at like 80 million normally nowadays. Some have opened way less. I forget what Captain Marvel 2 opened at, but it was like, I think the worst opening of a comic book movie since X-Men 1. Like they've been in a real bad place. I think the biggest harm to them has been the streaming service to the side of things, honestly. I think the shows were a problem. As much as I quite like Loki, and I liked WandaVision. I think I liked WandaVision more because it was like a weekly viewing thing, and I liked having the mystery. I don't know if I feel that they landed it well, but I'll be interested to see how Agatha's show works. But it's definitely something that like I think they've run the danger of like alienating not only fans but like just having it all collapse and not work. But yeah. I'm sorry, I got onto a Marvel topic and I just started going. It's such an interesting thing to be. It's kind of like in the Discord we were talking earlier in the week. I think the big issue right now is the consistent miscasting. In terms of which part? People are getting really fed up, and the Doom thing has solidified. I think that, in fairness, I do think they've misjudged how many people care about Doom. I think they have misjudged how many Doom supporters there are. Like people who are like, no, I really like the character Doom, but I don't want him to be used as like a pawn for some grand thing. I want him to be his own thing. He's really cool, and I want him to get to be his own thing. So I think personally they've misstepped that. The complete erasure of any and all Romani characters within the MCU. I think that's a problem. I genuinely don't know if I can fully agree. I'm open to having my mind changed on it, but I don't know if I can fully agree that there is a problem in casting. In the sense, I should say, it's a problem that they've erased it because they've not made any effort to keep the identity, which is the real problem. But in my mind, kind of like the point of acting is people could play other characters, you know what I mean? In the sense that but that's my point. It's like Ian McKellen does a wonderful job as Magneto despite not being Jewish. Like he doesn't need to be Jewish to be able to act well as a Holocaust survivor. You know what I mean? Like there are characters where that won't work. For instance, but that is usually the case with something like Black Panther. You can't cast a white person as Black Panther because that identity doesn't work. But that is a racial identity versus a cultural and ethnic identity. This isn't a cultural thing. It's a race thing. Well, see, that's the part that I'm curious about, because I'm not sure what you mean by that. There are the Romani people, but the Romani people come in all different colors. Like they are not inherent, like they're not one specific racial color per se. Entirely different ethnic features and makeup to Eurocentric white people. Yeah, in some ways. But then you have other groups like the Travelers in Ireland, who are classified by, I think it's the UN index, as being an offshoot of Romani. I think the real problem is that they've erased the entire identity. Like, I think the biggest problem with Elizabeth Olsen's character is they've made the daughter of a Holocaust survivor work with Hydra and then entirely erased her identity as a Romani person. It plays a huge proponent to several characters' story like Wanda and Pietro. Yeah, and that's my point. Is like I think part of the problem in that is more that they've erased the identity within the character rather than the casting itself. I think the casting could still work. The real problem is that they've decided to not just straight up remove that element of their character. Because, you know, like in the same way that, I don't know, what's a good example? Oh, yeah, like in the same way that I think, like, Denzel Washington does a fantastic Macbeth. Like, yeah, he's not a traditionally Scottish individual. Like, there are Scotsmen who have a very distinct, like, the look of Celtic people is not, is distinctly separate from what, like, you know, they're not black like Denzel Washington. But he's still perfectly capable of playing that, that role and does it amazing justice. Because it's fair skin and light hair, in contrast to his sister who is supposed to have darker skin. Even during whitewashing early comic era, Wanda was written explicitly as brown skin Roma woman. That's fair. That's fair comment. I guess like I'm saying that I don't. I can agree with you that I think Elizabeth Olsen is miscast in that case. But in terms of Doctor Doom, a lot of those features are missing from him. One thing that I think I will vomit over, though, is if they do the romance between Doctor Doom and Scarlet Witch. If they do that while Robert Downey Jr. is playing Doom, I think I will vomit in the theater. I think I will throw up. It would just be, I just don't want to see that. Bop. But yeah, so you know, fair comment in terms of Scarlet Witch, fair comment. Like I think that's fair to say is that is a miscast in the case that was more a part of her identity. By extension, Billy is supposed to resemble Wanda, and they cast Joe Locke, which is only further perpetuates it. Yes and no. That's not exactly how Wiccan comes into being. Wiccan, like, okay, this is gonna get really weird and comic booky. Wiccan comes from specific, like, Wiccan technically is both born and not born from Wanda. So in Wiccan's origins, so there's a guy who makes a deal with Mephisto who gets baby hands, not hands that are baby size, quite literally babies for hands. And he is Mr. Magnificent or something like that. Anyway, he has lots of demons basically inside of him, and those demon souls were given to him by Mephisto. Wanda, while dating Vision, really wants to have children, and in a power bending way, accidentally pulls two of those demon souls from Mr. Magnificent, and he then later those become Billy and Tommy. Those souls are technically part of Mephisto, and sort of just formed, like they're already souls, they're already beings. And they aren't born so much as they're formed. Anyway, long story short, they get taken away. Eventually, they defeat Mr. Magnificent, but to get the Billy and Tommy back, but because Mr. Magnificent didn't own the souls actually go back to Mephisto. But because of Wanda's magic altering them slightly, they couldn't perfectly go back into his body, so they kind of just head off into the hells. They eventually are both separately reborn. One second, I need a drink. I do know the story, but I'm gonna let you finish. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, anyway, long story short, they're separately reborn to different parents. And then later find themselves again. And the only reason they're realized to be related is, I think, is it Riri Williams or something? Somebody looks at them and goes, hey, you guys look kind of similar. But anyway, so like distinctly, and I haven't read many of Billy's comics, so I could be wrong here, but distinctly, I believe he looks more like the Kaplans than he does, outside of his eyes, I believe he looks more like the Kaplans than he does look like, Maximoff. And Tommy and him share a pair of eyes, I believe. I think that's the case. But otherwise, they're technically Mephisto's soul broken off and born into beings. And one gets super speed and the other can alter the universe. One's fast and the other can change time and space. I think, literally Billy eventually goes on to be more powerful than Doctor Strange. It's kind of crazy. Dude becomes like a godly powerful being, like more powerful than Wanda in level of like House of M is like a big Power Stone moment. Nah, it's like beyond that. Dude's able to just like rewrite the laws of magic and just be like, man, nah, I'm rewriting it. Just like their mom and uncle. Well, and that's the thing, is it's like Scarlet Witch is their mom in the case that like her magic is still attached to them. But I don't know if you can make the case that, like, I don't, like they do keep Billy's Jewishness because he's raised, he's not raised traditional Jewish. He's raised, oh, I'm forgetting the denomination name, which is like a new age version of Judaism that kind of shirks a lot of the faith and traditional ideals of the thing. But anyway, so he's raised by the Kaplans, and he very much identifies with that. Like he still to himself is Billy Kaplan. You know what I mean? Like he had a whole life. He grew up with his mom and dad who birthed, because he was born to that mom. He was born to something Mariah Kaplan, is that who it is? Anyway, so he was born to her. You know what I mean? So he has a whole thing with whether or not he feels Wanda is or isn't. Like at this stage in the comics, he does view Wanda as a mother figure or matronly figure. But he has definitely had comics where his whole thing is like if he does or doesn't view her as his mom. You know what I mean? So anyway, my point with that is like I don't know if you can justify like because so far as I'm aware, there's not a specific statement on that. So I don't know if you can say, oh well, it's Wanda's kid, so it should look like Wanda. Because technically none of that, like technically none of Wanda was involved in making them outside of her magic. Good work, everyone. We saved comments. Also, as for the Darkhold 2022, Def got her groove back as far as being one of the top players power skill wise. Oh, absolutely. No, I just meant the House of M was like a crazy thing, and then Billy Kaplan. It's kind of like how Reed Richards' kid goes on to be like one of the most powerful beings in the universe. Hit the showers. And is the god of chaos now. Let's go. Well, and that's the thing is, yeah, I think it was that like at the time she made Billy, it was like even she wouldn't have had the power to like make souls. She could unmake them in House of M, but that was because I forget why. Anyway, part of it's because unmaking souls is easier than making them. And then there was another power element going on as to how... Was it the Phoenix Force? It was something like that. It was some MacGuffin. But anyway, my point, I guess, is I see your point, particularly with Elizabeth Olsen's character. It's also weird how they kind of addressed it in WandaVision, where they pointed out that she like doesn't use her accent because she like faded back into like Californian accent and just ignored the fact that she was meant to be have a Slavic / Romani accent, which is like a really weird choice. But or I guess she would have had a I'm blanking on the name of the Sokovian accent. But yeah, weird choices. But I don't know if I think it is necessarily a problem for some as it is as much for others. Where it comes into factor is when it's important, is I guess what I'm saying. In the way that it's like, yeah, I think it's perfectly fine that like Bridgerton and stuff like that, like play fast and loose with what's it called? Race bending, historical characters, because it's like, yeah, I mean, you could argue it's important to their character that they were like white to whatever, but I don't think it is to the story. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's my piece on it. I could serve to have my opinion changed. I just that's my base feelings on it. But anyway, cheers. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. I'm gonna end here. I'll be like I said, I'll be in the Discord. I'll be active as I can. But otherwise, I guess I'll see you in like a week and a half. White washes America. Oh my god. Anyway, chatters, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. I hope you have a fantastic evening. And I'll see you next time. Bye.